Hey everybody, it's almost summertime, which means it's time for some chubbies. Celebrating 15 years, some of the best shorts in the biz, especially if you've got thick thighs like me and Steve.
This is where your butt goes, right here.
Yeah, it's cradled perfectly. Now, the original shorts that redefined proper length shorts are back. Same iconic fit, same comfort first design, same easygoing vibe that built the brand. Designed for comfort, built for stretch, and designed to give you the thigh-high performance you've been looking for. Chubby's shorts are proof that when you get the shorts right the first time, they never really go out of style. And 2.6 million people agree. That's how many people have bought Chubby shorts, and you should be one of them.
How do they feel?
Well, I mean, they're stretchy and great. And when you actually put them on, like this is a bathing suit. You know, can I just say, I like that we're returning to this.
Yeah.
I want a lined bathing suit.
Yeah.
Okay. No more of this underwear in my bathing suit stuff. or even worse, just going wild here. Like, you know,
hear about that.
Letting it fly.
I like the stretch because it's as I wake up, 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, and a burger.
What?
No, kept stretching it. It's fine.
For a limited time, Chubby's is giving our listeners, that'd be you, 20% off with the code SDP at chubbyshorts.com. That's spelled CHUBBIES shorts.com. That's 20% off with that code SDP. Give your thighs the VIP treatment they deserve with Chubby's. Support our show. Tell them we sent you. And by the way, we do have a big show happening. Mm-hmm. Not only are we going to break down all the playoff stuff, but we also have Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets. Let's start things off.
SDP, the Steve Dangle Podcast, with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
I'm fired up!
Why?
Because my Ducks won last night! Actually, I am neutral in the series because I told you in the preview, heart is with the Ducks, head is with the Oilers. And that's fair. I think everybody took Oilers.
Maddie is the only person at SDPN to pick the Ducks in the Spark bracket.
Adam is the biggest trader I've ever met.
Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
What do you have to
Maddie's
say?
met me. That's crazy.
Maddie's also wearing her Leafs hat, which is to put the three of us to shame.
Yes.
Because Jesse, now a Senators fan, you now a Habs fan, and me now an Oilers fan. So,
Huge Sens fan.
Now,
He's got a Scepters hat on.
let's see. You know what? Jesse wants to hit us with his Sens propaganda to start the show off. And if you're not aware of this guy, the last 2 years, this young man has put together cover songs that I think have been very benign and kind of sweet and whatever. And whenever the Senators lose, everybody's like, fuck that guy, it's him. And so the Senators got in on it. Jesse, could you explain further?
I can play the video.
Play the video.
Yeah. Okay. He explains it, so I'll just hit play.
Hello, Sens fans. Kyle Ivan here. As you can see, I am in Asia. This is not AI, I am actually here. I have been sent here by the Ottawa Senators organization because they wanted me as far away from the Canadian Tire Centre as possible before Game 3 tonight. As most of you know by now, I've become a bit of an internet celebrity over the past week, and not in a good way. A video that was intended to share my joy and passion for our team has instead backfired and unleashed a firestorm of negativity, turning me into the biggest Sens villain since Chris Kunitz.
Damn.
Many of you have blamed me for the goalposts, the crease clears, and the overall bad luck we have faced in the first 2 games. And upon further reflection, I think you're right. I realize now what I've done is wrong. It was wrong of me to put out another music video. It was wrong to film in front of the CTC without the team's blessing. And it was wrong of me to unleash this string of bad luck on our favorite team. Because of this, I will be watching the rest of the series from Taiwan. A punishment that is harsh but fair. I'm hoping this will help change the outcome of the rest of the series for the Sens. So from the other side of the world, go Sens, go.
Oh, man. This guy, man, he's taken so much shit. And yeah, the songs are bad. They're supposed to be. It's supposed to be the so bad it's good. I was hoping for another song there.
They're winning the next 4 games.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. They did it.
Do you think he was on vacation there, or do you think they actually sent him?
No, I assume he had a vacation to Taiwan plan.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I don't think the Senators were forking over that.
Michael Andlauer's forking up all that money to send him there.
Clicks his heels and runs over.
I don't know. Could be a new Sens world where they spend money on silly things just for the fun of it.
I think that's hilarious and well played by both. I hope he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, like people have been so shitty to this poor guy, and all he's trying to do is have a little bit of fun. I don't know.
You got to wonder if Ottawa's going to have trouble signing guys.
Yeah, right.
If this is how toxic the fan base is.
100%.
You know,
yeah.
you have to ask these questions.
So Jesse, we will do a little bit. We'll talk a little Senators a little later in the episode here. We did talk a little bit about it yesterday, but tonight you're going to stream. Oh, there it is. There he is. Like the production values here are actually incredible. Like you have to be honest. Like that's not easy to really do. The lighting's good. He's clearly got a lot of friends.
I know this took all night. I know this took all damn night. Look at him. He's really into it. Are you sure this is meant to be bad? I'm not.
For anybody listening, I apologize. We can't play the music because it's Eminem.
Yeah.
It's the track he uses, so we can't play any of that. But go check it out. He does a great job for the fan base to keep it funny.
Yeah. Although the fan base is just not taking
even
it that way.
All Sens fans hate him. It's silly. It's stupid.
Yo, I bet if he walks into the CTC, he probably gets catcalled. Like I bet people know him. Like, you're the guy.
You piece of shit. Can I take a picture?
Exactly.
Can I take a picture?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Sens have a couple figures like this that just make me laugh anytime I see them. Kyle Ivan, if you want to look him up, and Brian 5 or 6.
Yeah.
The best.
Like, anytime
Still on patrol.
Anytime a tweet of his comes up, it's like it's gonna be comedy.
Yeah, and he's been doing he's been screaming before they traded Erik Karlsson.
Mm-hmm.
Like
long before.
He's been poor guy's been through the ringer with this
He
team.
sure has.
So we'll talk Ottawa a little bit later in the show, but big shout out to him. And Jesse, I've got a thing highlighted in our prep here, and I think it's only fair that we show off the first playoff appearance of this.
Oh.
This is a Ducks tradition, and a lot of people, I think, were surprised that Edmonton could let this happen. Such a clear failure in net of Edmonton. Guys, stop underestimating the Ducks. Stop underestimating the Ducks. And this is Ben Afquack. Every time they win, Ben Afquack plays the drum.
Oh my God.
And nobody seems to love this as much as I do.
Release the Afquack. That's a great name.
Ben Afquack, the duck that plays the bongos with his feet.
Honestly, let's friggin' go. Shout out birds. This is incredible content. And I've changed my pick. Ducks in 5. This is the best. Yeah, Maddie. That's for the true Ducks fans in the room.
Now,
all right, I think that's enough of the bongo, man.
No, Jesse, keep it going.
No!
Drum solo.
Stop it!
That's so annoying.
Also, is that a bongo or a djembe? This is a very important distinction.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know my percussion instruments.
Me
the way
neither.
Maybe I should. Producer Drew tweets out some stats today. And Drew never tweets anything that he hopes you'll ignore. And so he said, Connor Ingram through 2 games. 855 save percentage. Fact. A goals against average of wow, that is a very clean goals against average 4.
Ooh, I mean, team stat.
A minus 3.15 goals save above expectations.
That's bad.
He said, are we sure there still isn't a goaltending problem in Edmonton? And let me tell you this. Drew.
Are we sure?
Are we sure?
You're an asshole.
We're sure.
You're such a dick.
Listen, I want to tell you, if somebody's watched every minute of these 2 games, Connor Ingram ain't the problem.
No.
The Ducks are the problem.
The Oilers always allow goals.
Yeah.
And also the Ducks score them.
The whole point was to get Ingram and Jari was to stop the goal thing because they could always score. It's can you stop them? And I just want to say that people continue to, this isn't an first off, it's 2 games in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Second, this isn't an anti-Oilers thing. This is a Ducks are very good thing. I don't think people believe me when I say if Celebrini's number 1, Leo Carlsson will be number 2 in the next generation. And I put him above Bedard. He's that good.
Wow.
I do. Absolutely.
Above Bedard.
Absolutely above Bedard. He's amazing. Cutter Gauthier had a great goal last night. Beckett Seneca.
Game winner.
Yeah. Beckett Seneca, who was playing in the OHL last year, causing shit in front of the net. He's extremely tall. He's got a great shot, and he led rookies in scoring most of the season. I don't think people have quite grasped just how good this team is yet.
If you were given 2 sentences to describe both teams, you would be convinced they were very alike, except the Ducks have a better goalie.
Yeah, way better.
Right?
But I think it's not that Connor Ingram's been bad. And I think that's the key.
No,
Like Dostal's going to win Vezinas. That's where I put him.
I think he's got a real shot.
Lacomb's going to win Norris trophies.
He looks real good. Like, we are underestimating the Ducks. They were a surprise at the beginning of the season, and they also didn't play very well down the stretch.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and
they're going up against the friggin' Oilers. So I think everyone thought they were going to get killed, which is, by everyone, I mean me. I said 5.
So did I. But here's the thing, Steve. Until you've done it, nobody has to believe in you until you've done it.
Exactly.
Unless you're a fan, in which case you just believe because.
Sure.
And I think
maybe
you're looking at a team that is emerging. Now they might not win another game in this series. Possible. The Oilers could have won last night easily.
Yep.
But this Ducks team should not be underestimated.
No.
And I know they were in a weak division, and I know all the caveats. This is a great hockey.
So is the team they were playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all things equal here. No, good. Like, listen, I'm sure Flyers fans are not lamenting the fact that they're up 3-0, but every neutral fan should be. I want all of you clowns to go 7 games.
Absolutely.
Boo. My team's not in it. All of you go 7 games, quadruple overtime.
And the hockey's been incredible. Now, here's one stat that I think, Jesse, is the most important stat of the series, the whole series. Connor McDavid goes pointless in back-to-back playoff games for the 5th time in his entire career.
I'm amazed it's that many.
Well, considering, and we did the stats, I estimated last night that McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard must have something like 500 points in the playoffs between them. And I was off by 20 or 20 or 30.
What?
They have about 470. I think McDavid's at 150, Draisaitl's at 140, and Bouchard's at like 80 or something. Maybe I'm 50. It doesn't matter. I'm close.
That's insane.
So for Connor McDavid, Jesse, to go back-to-back games without points kind of is a problem, right?
Yeah, but I don't think the offense is ever a problem in Edmonton. Last night felt like every Edmonton Oilers loss I've ever seen in the playoffs, where they just couldn't outscore their problems, but they came close. They were a disaster in their defensive zone. Like, I don't know how much you want to run down how much it wasn't Ingram's fault, but watching the game back and seeing all the goals and everything that went on, like the first one, Evan Bouchard on the power play when he thinks he gets clipped in the corner and he has his hand up to the referee while who was it, Beckett Seneca is alone in front of the net. How is that's not Ingram's fault that there's just a man out in front of the net
again,
and he's pretty
visually funnier.
All just so Steve can laugh.
We got a ton of heat from Oilers fans.
Oh yeah,
last night on our show yesterday about the fact that you guys are always on Evan Bouchard. I'm like, listen, man, the giveaway in Game 1 was bad.
Yeah,
like this was hand up in the air. I think he actually might have got clipped by Seneca. It's not McTavish.
No, I'm not denying that it happened.
I think the ref missed the call.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Seneca's huge, by the way.
The laughs are about to start coming.
Yeah. Here we
Evan
go.
Bouchard's in the corner. He's got his hand on his face because he was 100% clipped. But then the play continues because hockey doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Because the referees make mistakes all the time and they've been terrible these playoffs. So Seneca goes to the front of the net.
Oh my God!
Ekholm is like, okay, I have somebody. Oh wait, I have nobody.
Isn't doing anything.
I could have clearly got Seneca and done my job, but Evan Bouchard's also not doing a job because he's having a conversation with the referee in the corner.
This is
you
objectively...
know what the ref's doing? Puck watching.
Lazy. Yeah,
lazy.
This is objectively the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, just move on.
This is not a professional tendency,
No.
And this is from your best defenseman. This is from one of the best defensemen in the world. Like, we're always talking about the margins in this league, and Oilers fans know about margins, right? You've come very close twice now. What are you doing? What are you doing? There's a hockey game being played, and you're actually involved. Friggin' move your ass.
So
move your feet, move your anything except for your gums.
In the middle of all of that, it's Cutter Gauthier who takes a shot from the point, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
He takes that shot, and Ingram is...
What's he supposed to do?
Is having fun here out front with Seneca because there's no Oilers defense. It is a power play opportunity for the Ducks. That's why there's 4 Oilers out there. But even this case, you gotta play some defense, gentlemen.
Jesse, that's
Ekholm-
even more of a reason why he should stay engaged.
Ekholm and Bouchard are terrible on this.
What do you watch some hockey, Jesse? Bouchard's in great position for a one-timer, straight to the back of the net.
Seneca, by the way, is 6'3", 205 pounds, and he is 20.
Oh my goodness.
There's 20 pounds probably that he could put on, and easily. Like this guy, I don't think people understand. Like he's awesome, and never not in front of the net, never. And what's so crazy about Evan Bouchard, Baggett Seneca, 56 games, 86 points with the Gens last year. So he had 86 points with the Gens, 60 this year in the NHL. Literally no issue. 60 friggin' points.
That's why the Gens are really bad.
They were hoping he would come back.
Well, they went to back-to-back finals and ran into the damn Knights.
Was Seneca one of the guys Team Canada didn't want?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He did not make
That
the
World
Dave
Juniors
Cameron World Juniors team. No.
Yeah.
No, they're really smart.
They won
No.
some round-robin games and then lost.
Yeah. Now,
Anyway, and then the second goal is Trouba shoots it from the point.
and that just makes it through traffic.
There's like 4 ducks in front of the net.
Yeah.
Connor Ingram can't see it. I think he fakes to the right. He goes to the right, and then the shot comes to the left and he's just laid on it because there's 3 ducks in front of the net.
People
Exactly.
kind of forget that Trouba has that in his bag.
Can I?
Oh yeah. Remember he used to be like that guy in New York in back in the day.
And Winnipeg.
He'd score all those goals. Yeah, in
It
Winnipeg.
went away for a very short amount of time. Like I think there's a lot of confirmation bias with Jacob Trouba. As soon as the offense went away, everyone went, see, this is the player I knew he was
And I
all
think
along.
he's only 30. Like he's not that old.
No. And listen, I'm not saying
Like he's Tampa old, you know?
Hey. I'm not saying he's
And then
the best
the
defenseman
other
in the world,
two
but
that are not Ingram's fault, McDavid,
The shorthanded.
terrible.
Please bring up
giveaway.
the shorthanded goal.
Like that's.
But please bring it up. On
Oh,
Game
you want
Center.
to show?
Give me the
Okay,
Ryan
okay.
Poehling goal.
Okay.
This is okay. This will knock you out because it's Connor and Evan. And the pass is like it's Galchenyuk in the overtime back.
oh no!
And
Why?
And I
There was no reason to bring that up today.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Or ever.
or ever again. You're right. Especially because it was against the Habs. Damn it.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. That was a cherished memory of mine that I handled great because my favorite team won.
That's why they put the heart monitor on you. Go ahead.
Did this happen before or after the injury?
This is you know what, I can't remember, but I think it was before. No, it was after because it's
pretty
the
late in the
injury I think
second.
happened. I think the injury happened early in the second. Ekholm fell on his ankle,
Right.
and then he went off, and then he came back. Now, here's the thing, though. The ankle isn't preventing him from making a bad pass here or a good pass here. He's just made a bad pass. Now, McDavid is the one with the puck. There he goes. He passes. But to whomst? Expected by whomst. And it goes, there's
no one
Bouchard.
seems to be aware that this pass is coming.
Bouchard's stick is not even on the ice. No, there it went. Oh, where did it go? Oh, and look at that who's charging in. So Killorn grabs it before it gets across the blue line. Look at Poehling all alone. And Bouchard, first off, McDavid does not charge at Killorn. Bouchard does not charge at Poehling.
That's a mess.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that is like, those are the margins, right?
You don't-
So when we say Ingram's stats don't look good, his play looks great.
You do need a save. There is something to that, but like they're making just an insane amount of really elementary mistakes. And they're gonna. This is what they do.
Yes.
Like, listen, we've given the Oilers plenty of leniency this season because they've earned it. They did not, if I'm not mistaken, this playoff series features 2 teams not in the top half of the NHL.
Yeah.
It's a playoffs.
Imperfect.
Yeah. And how many people have the Oilers going through the West?
Lots of us.
More than usual for like a 17th seed or whatever they are. They went to the final. This is what they do.
Yep. And I'm not worried about them.
No, they have these poor efforts in poor moments. And then the next game, they win 8-2.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, they were in this game, and this is every Oilers game. They're going to make a bunch of mistakes, but in most cases with the Oilers, the reason we believe in them is they usually outscore their problems. And this game was tied 4-4 late in the third.
Yep.
They had an opportunity to win despite every way they played defensively, and they just weren't able this time to get that last goal.
If you're the Ducks, you got to feel amazing. But Also, what are the odds you're going to shut out Connor McDavid 3 straight times?
Yeah. And Draisaitl's been fantastic.
Yes,
Of course he has.
amazing. He's been amazing.
And he led to that other one. And did the chicken get in the way of the
The
4-4
chicken
tie?
being thrown on the ice. So I didn't even hear that on the broadcast. It was weird. Like, I don't even know if they mentioned it.
I bet it was directive to ignore it.
Yeah, usually they do, right? Because if they don't want to encourage other people to do it, so they don't mention it on TV. It's like why they don't show streakers, right?
Right.
In baseball.
But also, there's a delay because someone threw a rotisserie chicken on the ice.
How did that even happen? It's crazy that you could bring that in there.
It's so round.
I know. Unless you
The
were wearing
fish-
it as a paunch.
The fish or the octopus taped to the body, I understand. What kind of gut did they think this dude had? What kind of winter jacket
Did he have?
did he have?
Wow. That poor chicken is not even like that.
That's such
lot
a
of meat on that
silly, stupid visual.
Wow.
The game is tied.
Canadian feed. I don't think they showed this because I can't remember it.
Oh, what a fucking mess. Look at all that.
Yeah, that's TNT.
Nurse looks so upset. And the Ducks scored very shortly after this.
Yes.
I gotta say, and I've brought this up a few times on the show, but it's been a long time. There's a weird experimental documentary. I don't even know where to find it on the internet. But my friend from Winnipeg loves this thing because he was a fan of the Winnipeg Jets 1.0. Oilers fans ought to know about this. The Jets kept running into you.
Mm-hmm.
They kept running into you, and they kept losing to you, Gretzky. But they had you on the ropes. There was a series, they finally had you on the ropes, and Howard Chuck's got it, let's go. And some asshole throws a bag of popcorn on the ice. There's a big delay. They got to scrape it up off the ice. The momentum dies. The Oilers ramp it up, and the Jets never recover. And as a result, they move the franchise. No, well, he tries to connect the dots that had they maybe done better here, had they maybe won a Stanley Cup, which they were poised to potentially do, maybe the Jets would have stayed in Winnipeg, but it was death by popcorn.
Well, I don't know if it was death by chicken in this case, but I do think it's worth also mentioning that there were a lot of great moments for the Oilers in this game. And Jesse, you bring up Leon Draisaitl. I want to shout out Vasily Podkolzin, who he had 19 goals this year, very quietly. He's got 3 assists already, but I think he could have had at least, coming out of last night's game, he could have had at least 5 points. Not just last night, but in two games overall. He has been such a force on the forecheck, like a real monster in there, where to the point where you could see the Ducks defensemen, especially the younger guys, the Minchukovs and the Hellisons and stuff like that, going like looking, swiveling their heads. I don't think a guy like Gudis or a guy like Trouba would be worried about him, but you have to think about what that feels like after 5, 6, 7 games. This guy is throwing himself in there like a bomb. And what's amazing is his skating, along with Kapanen, kind of is making up for the fact that it's pretty clear Leon's not at 100% in terms of mobility. He never is in the playoffs anymore. Like the guy's done it on one line for years.
Is anyone?
Yeah. But what Leon can do is he can just outmuscle you. Like he can just, like I saw him in game.
I think all 3 of those guys can
push you. Yeah, I actually can't, because Pierre's put on some.
He's
strong.
always actually been underratedly big. He's gotten bigger.
So I think that there's a guy that if you're looking for a potential playoff hero, if the Oilers go on a run here, Podkolzin's going to be, he might be the king of Edmonton.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, Vasily Podkolzin's been valuable in the playoffs. Fine. Would you rather have him or the 117th overall pick in last year's draft?
He was on that Canucks team that made it to the second round too.
That's all it cost.
Smart trade.
He's 24. They picked him 10th overall. Dude, give him a sec. What are you doing?
Yep.
A 4th round pick is all it cost. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now Oilers fans here, or Canucks fans rather, because this is the, or no. Wait, what the fuck?
I don't think it worked out under Tocchet. I just don't think he was a Tocchet guy.
What happened?
I'm very confused.
Why are you confused? What's up?
Because the draft pick that the Oilers gave up in 2025 for Vasily Podkolzin, they drafted this guy.
Well, who drafted him?
The Oilers drafted this guy.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh.
What on earth? David Lewandowski? Oh, geez, there's a trade tree there.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
What the hell?
Did not know
That's
that.
so confusing. I was going to be like, oh, well, I was going to read off all his stats. Oh, Canucks fans, you got to look forward to this guy. He's an Oiler pick. How did the Oilers get to keep the pick?
I don't know. Maybe some sort of condition.
They made a trade with the Ottawa Senators where they got that pick back.
Oh,
the pick back?
I was thinking Evander
Yeah.
Kane or something like that, but maybe not.
The Jake Chason trade.
Oh, you know, one of my favorites. One of my favorite trades.
When was this? July 15th, 2024.
Oh, we were definitely paying attention. July 15th,
Yeah,
2024.
mid-July trade.
The Jake
they
Tracy.
reacquired their 4th-round pick. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
good decision so far. In 57 games in the WHL with the Saskatoon Blades, he had 65 points. And he's got 9 points in 11 so far
No,
in
he's
the
a
playoffs.
good player.
Yeah. Do you remember Mr. Bulgar? Go?
Xavier Bourgault?
Yeah.
Bourgault?
Or go.
I remember him. I want to say he was wasn't he a decently high pick?
He was, I think.
I want to say,
Maybe.
wasn't he a first? I think he was a first, man.
You tell me.
I know that.
No. I can only ask. That's so confusing.
This was a mid-July trade just for a 4th-round pick. So the Oilers sent a couple prospects to Ottawa, and they got the 4th back, and then the Oilers got a Robbie and the 4th-round pick back, and then that was the same pick they had used.
You have to
Podkolzin.
ask.
Wow.
You have to ask if the Oilers got the pick back because it's funny.
Well, that was the Jeff Jackson month.
He knew.
Before-
He knew what pick he was
He
getting
was like
back.
Lewandowski's. my
He
man.
knew what pick he was getting back. That's funny as
Yeah.
hell. But the Canucks didn't even. Oh my
You
god!
also have to find out what trade the Sens got from in the Canucks deal to get the Oilers pick back, right?
I want to take a. Let's take a think here.
Yeah,
when
yeah, I
have
can-
they
I can
done
look it up.
business? When have
Okay,
the
there's a
Senators and
reason.
Canucks-
There's a reason trade tree videos weren't live.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The research took damn forever.
Okay, 2024. What it's probably something dumb like
2024.
2024 summer is when that trade was made, right? Am I right, Jesse? The Chason trade.
That was yes.
Yeah.
you got
So
it.
we're thinking 2024 Senators. Andlauer's just taken over.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea. It might be like a trade down at the draft or something like that. Maybe
Something.
pick swap.
Let's just do this. I'll show.
Yeah, I know. It's just I can't think of any time.
To hell with the playoffs.
Was it Hamonic? No, Hamonic was already there.
Oh, it might have been Hamonic.
No, he was signed as a free agent.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because Hamonic was a Dorian guy, so Dorian was gone.
I have no freaking clue.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
yeah. Anyway, the game was spectacular. It was a lot of fun, and what's pretty clear too is that the Oilers are always going to come back. Like the Ducks had, I think a 2-1 and a 3-2 and a 4-2 and whatever, and the Oilers just kept coming back.
What
And
was that insane stat? The Oilers haven't had a 2-0 series lead
since the 80s, I think it's 86.
Since Gretzky.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
This is why you don't worry about the Oilers this morning.
Yeah.
You're not worried about this.
The
team.
Leafs have been tied 1-1 after 2 plenty of times.
Yeah.
Didn't help.
That is something to be worried about.
Yep.
Actually, being up 2-0 is also something to be worried about, as we found out against the Panthers. Okay, we got the 100% Clutch Canadians presented by Moosehead Canadian Lager. We told you we'd be doing this for the playoffs. Last time we did it, it was for the regular season. Now, we're a week in, and we get to do this, and I'm pretty pumped. Moosehead being the last major Canadian brewery in Canada still owned by Canadians. Let's talk a little bit about the Canadians that have impressed you the most through the first week of the playoffs.
To me, there can only be one answer, and I think a Moosehead goes well with everything. I think it go pretty well with a bagel.
Oh, you picked my guy!
Oh,
no way.
I like that, though. Okay, so why do you have Brandon?
Cat Rex, because of everything, because of his face that I used to hate, but now I'm like, that guy's a gamer. Because of the fact that he has 3 goals through 2 games. Because of the fact that he challenged a bigger guy, which if you look around the NHL, most of the guys are bigger guys. And he rocked them and then made a show of it in front of the fans and kept it going. He's great at both ends of the ice. He's great at, name something he's not exceptional at. Brandon Hagel, Canadian Olympian, NHL star, my pick.
Jesse Blake.
He's not exceptional at playing for the Habs.
Oh, that's
Which
true.
is his only fault.
Yeah. My pick goes to Porter Mortone.
Hey, I like that pick.
Peterborough's very own.
That's right.
He didn't have a goal last night, had an assist, but that makes him a point per game player for the playoffs. First 3 career games in the playoffs. First 2, he had a goal, and both of them were game-winning goals, and he tied the record for having game-winning goals in your first 2 playoff appearances. He ties the record with known broadcaster that nobody's ever heard of, Craig Simpson.
Oh, get out.
Who shares that record with
that's
him.
cool.
Yaroslav Puzar in 1983
Puzar is
also
that?
had that one. And Cooney Weiland.
Cooney Weiland.
Ah,
There you
yes.
go.
Yeah.
So Porter Mortone, my pick of the week.
2 shows in a row, 2 Cooney Weiland references. Our first ever in 14 years. It's crazy. Mine is going to go to Scott Laughton because I got to move off of Hagel. Scott Laughton because the LA Kings are not a great team. They're a good team. They are in this series, and I loved Scott Laughton when he got lit up by Josh Manson. Didn't back down. He went on TV and he was like, yeah, can't ride a bicycle on the highway. Like funny and vibes. And I think it's mostly because I got a man crush on the guy. I feel like we'd be good friends. But he's been great for the LA Kings, who are staying in this series by the skin of their teeth.
In the NHL, you're going to get got. He got, but he got right back up.
Absolutely.
That's Scott Laughton.
And that's a Canadian thing to do, I think. So, throughout the playoffs, be on the lookout for the 100% Clutch Canadian presented by Moosehead Canadian Lager here on the Steve Dangle Podcast. In the playoffs, it's more than just goals. It's about heart and soul, grind, and getting through 2 months of intense hockey. And by the way, pick up some Moosehead. We have some Moosehead right here. You should pick some up. It's delicious. And go check out the Moosehead Brewery this summer in New Brunswick. All right, now... I've got the stream tomorrow for Edmonton and is it tomorrow for me? Yeah, Edmonton and
Don't ask me your schedule. I barely know mine.
You're doing
Mine's
tomorrow as
tomorrow.
well.
Yeah.
You're doing tomorrow early. I'm doing tomorrow late. Jesse's doing tonight because the Edmonton Oilers had the 2 days off to start. Every other team is getting 2 days off at some point in the series, but they were the last team to start, which is why it's worked out
You
that
got
way.
that right. You're 10 p.m. tomorrow. Steve, 7 o'clock.
And I bet Steve goes to overtime again because that seems to be what the Montreal-Tampa series is going to be.
And the Tampa Montreal games have been lining up with Colorado, and they've been going to overtime, which is pissing Drew off so much.
Yeah, of course. I almost stayed on last night for the Minnesota-Dallas overtime, but Hayden, my producer, is a huge Wild fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this to him. He's like, listen, later in the playoffs we can do this. He's like, but I got to watch this game. I'm like, it's okay, man. You go ahead.
He's dictating to you.
Listen, I gotta have my moment. Now, let's move on to, I think, the most surprising series of the playoffs, which would be Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, the all Pennsylvania Bowl. Rick Tocchet says, I've been in the game 40 years and I'm not just saying it. This is one of the tightest groups for me as a coach or as a player. I have nothing to do with it. It's all them.
So let's start. Mitchkov scratched for game 4, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. It's just that's what we talk about when the team is up 3-0 in a playoff series.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Dude, like, you know how you have your expectations going into the playoffs or you follow the trends, right? So last year, we sort of underestimated Florida because, well, they limped into the playoffs. They weren't very good, right? Obviously, Florida is Florida. If we had just ignored the trend, we would have been great. This series is purely the trend, I think. The Penguins didn't go into the playoffs all that good, playing their best hockey, weren't particularly hot, basically just held on to their spot because of the good work that they did beforehand, but they weren't all that strong. The Flyers roar into that playoff spot.
Islanders, Columbus, all
Yeah.
they really who else was in there? There was somebody else in there too. I mean, Detroit was in on the wild card.
Red Wings, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just roared in there like a bat out of hell. And here we are, 3-0. Like, this was a possibility heading into the series, but I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. And I got to say, Penguins in 7 is looking stronger and stronger by the day.
So Mike Kelly said the Flyers have a 3-0 series lead. Their elite defensive play since the Olympic break has carried them to the playoffs. So here's what they rank in slot shots against per game. So this is everything against per game. Slot shots, 10.3 per game. That's first in the league.
It's first good.
They're allowing 4 rush chances a game, which is good enough for second in the league. And then goals per game that they've allowed, 1.33, and that's third best in the league.
Are the Flyers the team that we thought the Sens were? You don't want to play them. They're hot. You don't want to play them.
To be honest, I don't think the Sens... the Sens series to me, and Jesse's been the most engaged in that one, but that's been a bit of a coin toss.
It's been a coin toss, and they're playing, no offense to the Penguins, an outrageously better team.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in the Penguins, man. Just as a neutral observer wanting to... This is Philly-Pittsburgh. They clearly hate each other. We need 7 games of this. Mm-hmm. Crosby flopping, getting called for embellishment.
Yeah, can we talk about that? I want to talk about that.
God knows how long. Yeah,
he's never been called for it.
Flyers fans, listen, I get it, but can you get him to lose a couple?
No, can't do it.
No, get him to lose a couple.
Can't do it.
It's funner.
No.
It's funner. I know that's not the word.
Can't do it.
But it's more fun. Oh, boo. Leave it to the Flyers.
No, the Flyers.
Leave it to Flyers
home,
fans.
You want them to concede a victory at home. They beat them twice in
More
Pittsburgh.
than one.
No.
That's how we get to 7.
So you can be right.
Insider J Money, make it happen. Let's go. Let's go. Make it happen.
All right. So this Crosby face-off is insane. And I understand why they're mad about this. Apparently, he's never been called for an embellishment. At least that's what the coach said. I don't know if that's statistically
I'm
true.
shocked
It is.
by that.
Yeah. Okay,
as
so
someone who watched him as a rookie.
21 years, never once called for an embellishment. And by the way, he does get hit in the face.
Yep, but that's not what embellishment is.
So, okay, this is interesting. So Garnet Hathaway gets him in the Nugan. And then what happens is Crosby, can we see this here?
Yeah, right there.
Right there, gets him there.
And that's on purpose.
Yeah, of course. It's Garnet Hathaway.
It's Garnet Hathaway. Come on.
Yeah. So he hits him right there as he's, getting kicked out of the faceoff. And then Crosby goes down. And what happens after is very strange because the call is not immediately made on Crosby. The refs actually get together and the crowd is chanting the embellishment, right? Because it's Philly. They're not going to be quiet about anything. And then the refs chat it over and then go, yeah, Sidney Crosby embellished on this play. Now, my question to you, Steve, because I feel like I know what your answer is going to be, did they have a point?
Can you take it off the screen and Jesse, can I watch it in real time? I've seen it a bunch of times. I want to see it again before listen. Right now, I'm deciding what fan base to get yelled at by. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
So here, let's.
You ready?
Bring your mic with you.
Yep, I'm bringing my mic. Okay, so he gets hit in the face. He goes down. He stays down. There's no reason for your entire body to go limp. I'm sorry, that's the textbook definition of embellishment. It is. Adam, poke me. Ah! Oh, didn't you see? He poked me. Do you see how Adam did the thing that I'm accusing him of, but also I'm hamming it up?
Yes. Yes.
That I don't doubt that he got hit in the face.
Probably hurt.
It maybe even hit him, I don't know if it hit him in the eye or something, which is obviously very dangerous and very scary and very painful. Why does he go down and stay down?
Can I be honest? What I thought when I saw this was if he can fall, but if he had just taken a knee and put his hand over his
100%.
face, he's fine.
Yes. And that is embellishment. Something happened that's against the rules and you sold it. That's embellishment. There's a difference between diving and embellishment. To me, diving is concocting an infraction that never happened. Mm-hmm. You pretend you got hit, which does happen. That's not what happened here. Garnet Hathaway hit him, but he goes down and stays down like he's been cleaved in half, and that's just not what happened.
Now, the Penguins are furious about the reffing after this game. Furious about it.
Sure.
And Josh Yohe of The Athletic, when I was reading it this morning, he said that he thought it was weird. And I agree with him that the refs just took a while to sit there and talk about it. And his suggestion was, with all the crowd chanting embellishment, whatever, it's not impossible to imagine that a ref could be swayed by a crowd.
They don't know what's going on. They don't know. Like, have you ever seen?
18,000 people are saying it. They can't be wrong.
Like, have you ever seen? I'm saying the refs don't know what's going on.
I know what you're saying. No.
Oh yeah. Like, we see players bottle it in the playoffs all the time, making mistakes they would never make because the stakes are elevated in a loud building across sports. We just see guys wilt when the lights are bright. Don't refs do that too?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not excusing it in the same way you don't excuse a giveaway or a puck over the
Wes
glass.
McCauley can't hurt me this postseason. Neither can Garrett Rank or Kelly Sutherland.
What? Do you know what the officiating crew is?
No idea.
To me, it doesn't even matter how much experience they have because it doesn't appear to matter. Like, they can be manipulated by a wide variety of outside factors. But, like, I think you can both have a point where this is clearly embellishment and you weren't going to call that. But you just made that up because you're like, I don't know. They seem pretty mad.
Yeah, Jesse. I do want to leave alive. It's Philadelphia. Jesse, are you on team Crosby didn't embellish or he did?
They got the call right.
All right.
That's what the referees did in that
They
moment.
hit us in Pittsburgh again. Here we go.
Crosby got hit, I would say, in the visor. Like, I don't even think it touched skin there. When you Zapruder film it, it's mostly off of the visor. Maybe it got a part of his face. Who knows? But that should not cause your body to go down like you were shot.
Is there another angle?
Not one that I had
There's
readily.
that one, and then there's... Like that,
he looks like he's out cold.
I think this is the best angle of where it actually makes contact with his head. Like, you can kind of see it there. But besides the point, like, regardless of if it does scrape his nose or hits a part of his cheek or whatever, it is embellishment. That is the definition of the rule. He sold the call. And, like, for me, watching that game, it was fun just to hear that crowd in Philly, first of all. Oh, go ahead, Maddie.
Was he bleeding at all? I didn't see what his face looked like. Okay, yeah. See, that's even more, of a problem too.
Yeah.
With like the embellishment.
There's no
blood for even evidence.
Like that.
It was that severe,
That'd be crazy. You call embellishment and the guy's got like blood running down his face.
That would be a different story. But if there's no blood, I don't know.
And now something I think Pens fans do have a real right to be upset about is the Travis Konechny kick. The kick Konechny.
I think there's a lot of wrong to go around.
Yeah, and I have the Jesse. I have it in there in the chat. I just in the sheet.
Is this with Rust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of after whistle stuff, a lot of things. And again, I understand
why. Welcome to the playoffs.
It is. Yeah. This is the first series I think that has become that.
What do you mean?
Well, like real playoff in that sense. I know. Like, listen, I've been watching Montreal, and
but that was every friggin' whistle.
I know, but there wasn't like I didn't come away from the Tampa Montreal game going the refs were horrible and missed all these things.
Oh, I understand.
This is the one where I think sometimes games just get away from you, and I feel like this got away from them a little bit.
There's the prime example that I always hold up as the holy grail of a ref just losing complete control of the game is Game 2 Leafs Boston 2019. They just completely
For those of us that don't have a memory that can just pull that tape, what happened?
The Bruins did everything knowing that the refs can't call that.
They can't call everything.
They can't call them all. Like, Justin Bourne was the first one who like really introduced me to that. And like, I think he was describing Dustin Byfuglien. Like, he's the perfect defenseman who's just like, well, you're not going to call them all. So I'm just going to brutalize you all night. And yeah, they'll call me a couple times. We'll kill them. We'll probably kill them. But also, I'm like 300 pounds and you'll die.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Meh. Yeah, this though, oh boy. Like, Jesse's got it up on the screen right now. We're trying not to get flagged. But this will never happen in a million years. Both guys should be sitting Game 4.
Okay, so why Rust?
He steps on him. I don't know if he meant to. I don't particularly care if he did. Well, actually, it kind of matters if he did. But that's why Konechny kicks him.
Yeah.
Konechny kicks him because he thought he was stepped on. And I'd be shocked if I didn't get some kind of email on my phone, like by the time I get home at least, that there isn't at least fines to both guys. Like Sean Dursey got a $5,000 fine for a headbutt because, well, you gotta.
Well, it's dangerous. Yeah.
It's a headbutt. I'm surprised he didn't get a game. Because usually a headbutt is one of those things where they're like, you can't be doing that. This is, even if Konechny doesn't hurt him or anything, he tried to. Guys, this isn't a Pens thing. This isn't a Flyers thing. You can't be using your skates for shit. You can't. Shane Corson, I think, was suspended for like a game 6 or a game 7 in a playoff series back in the day when like early 2000s when you could do whatever the hell you wanted at all times.
Yep.
No, I think there's an argument both guys should be gone for game 4. Prediction, neither guy is gone for game 4.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything come through. I just checked player safety Twitter account. So, yeah, I mean,
don't hold your breath.
So let's talk about the actual play, though, because yes, it was a bit of a wrestling match out there. But Jesse, it sort of comes down to the same stuff that we talked about in game 1 and game 2, which is progressively the best players on the Pittsburgh Penguins don't seem to have any pop. There's no juice in those legs anymore.
Well, there was 2 games that were played last night. Like when you watch it, it's the game that happened before the scrum and then the game that happened after that scrum. The Penguins were looking all right up until that happened, and that course of that incident where it was a long delay watching the refs trying to sort that whole thing out. They came away with it where they decided that Philly deserved to be on the power play because, one, I don't think in the moment they could see anybody notice the kicking that was going on. I don't know if it was kicking or him trying to trip him to bring him down with him. Whichever way you want to put it, Steve's right. You can't use your skates at all. Yeah. That's just start and finish. You can't use your skates as a weapon. That is so dangerous. So I don't know if they noticed that. They probably would have called the moment if they did. But out of that whole thing, they put everybody in the box. They say, everybody on the ice just go to the box, and they give Russ the extra 2 minutes because that whole thing starts with him getting on top of Konechny and pummeling him as the ref gets in between them because the ref's got to get in there to break them up, and he's just still pummeling him.
And they'll let you go. They'll let you go, but they'll be like, I'm calling the third one.
Yep.
You're going to get the extra one because I'm Mr. Stripes, and you got to listen to me, and you're not doing it, so I'm giving you the extra one. And Brian Rust is a guy who does that. He was suspended this year, right?
Was he?
Or was it last season?
Oh.
But he has a very recent suspension, if my memory serves me.
Let me see. 3 games, January 2026, illegal check to the head of Brock Besser.
2026.
Right.
There you go. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yes,
Brian Rust is a guy who sees red and goes crazy. So I'm not surprised that the referees all know these guys, that Brian Rust, who's on top of another guy, gets the extra call. But the Penguins wilted after that.
Yeah.
And Paul Bissonnette on the TNT panel at the intermission after all of this, he went like at the Penguins hard. And I don't think I'm going to do that as much because Penguins fans, you know what your team is at this moment. But losing that ref battle and them being on the other side of you you cave to the pressure of the Flyers fans in that building because they're intense. They were going crazy for that full 10 minutes that there was just broadcast time of the referees going over to each bench. Dan Muse calls them over. I want another explanation. Rick Tocchet calls over the ref, and then Rick Tocchet hops down to where the players sit.
Yeah.
You know, where
always a great moment in a hockey game when the coach not on skates and you see how short they are.
Yeah.
Always a great moment because they're never there to be calm.
Yeah, no, this is like the bench. He's like this high over it. Yeah, just standing there. He's yelling at the ref. And then after all that, Zegras scores.
Yeah.
And high fives the glass outside the penalty box with all of the...
And they're all celebrating in the
They're in a circle, a celebration circle in the box. One of the most surreal images I've ever seen in hockey.
Has there been more Flyers
of course,
thing?
It was Philly.
Yeah.
The only thing that was off-brand is the fans didn't then crash into the box with them.
Did you see
that? Was awesome.
Did you see the woman giving Crosby the eyes from the box?
That was cute. That was
hilarious.
funny.
Crosby, who had a face that was completely clean.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
man.
so Zegras scores. And at that moment where that big scrum happens and the game changes, it's 1-0 Pens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come out of that, the rest of the game is all Flyers, and it looks like the first 2 games. And I don't know what happened to the Penguins that are a bunch of Hall of Famers and why they're just getting their lunch money taken by a really fun bunch of players that are playing for the Flyers.
Yep.
You know, the Penguins don't excel in these moments in Philly. They don't. Philly does something to them. And I've been talking about the Pens-Philly series from 2012. There's an outrageous amount of similarities. First of all, there's a bunch of dudes on the Penguins who were in that series.
Mm-hmm.
Letang, Malkin, Crosby, that might be it. But for a series that happened 14 years ago, that's kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple Flyers who were in that too. Couturier was there.
Maybe?
He was there. They mentioned on the broadcast.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is crazy. But that was a series that got really out of hand. Penguins didn't get great goaltending like in this series.
I thought
There's a lot of similarities.
people are giving Skinner a lot of shit. I don't think he was great last night, but I thought he was very good the first 2 games. Like, I don't think he's the problem.
No.
Flower was not good in 2012.
Yeah.
That was back when people were like, he's the problem. You got to get rid of him. There was a time. People forget, but there was a time. You can't pull it over on me. I'm an old. I remember there was a time people wanted him gone. In the same way, you know what? We can trade Carey Price. We have Halak.
Yeah.
It's always an Alan Walsh client.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's funny.
Always.
19-year-old Couturier had 3 goals, 1 assist
Wow.
in that 6-game series.
Wow. Wow. I would love to know the total penalty minutes from that series, if that's possible. Because it was a carnival. And the biggest carnival games that I can think of, there was one that was like 8-4, and I'm almost positive it was in Philly.
I'd have to count it all.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's
Yeah.
a Wayne Simmons
How
breakaway
about
goal.
we just go with it was a lot?
Oh, here
And
we
it
go.
was a lot.
149
Oh.
for the Penguins skaters.
That's a lot. 149?
Yeah. What's the Philly skate? Philly skaters were 163.
163.
Yeah.
That's 300 plus penalty minutes.
Over 300 penalty minutes.
that's
and it's
a
a
lot.
Pens Flyers series. We all knew what this was going to be heading in. Of course they're dragging you into the muck.
But one team's so much better at it.
They are, and
I-
they're a nightmarish playoff opponent. Like, the more I think about it, it's not just how big they are. It's not just their snarl or tenacity. They've been getting goaltending. Their defense is suffocating, and after every single whistle, it's something. They're quicksand. That's exhausting for a Penguins group that largely has a pretty old core.
Yohi said that the Penguins are toast. He said they're done.
Well, now.
And
Rio.
I mean, yeah.
well, I mean, listen, they could come back. It's happened before once, I think, maybe ever.
I hope
Rio
Penguins
in the NHL has happened 3 times.
3 times.
I believe.
Leafs are one of them, and that was in the finals.
Leafs are one, Kings, Sharks, and Flyers,
Philly
Bruins.
did
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now,
And Islanders Penguins
Oh,
listen,
there you go.
I want to
in
say something.
1975.
First, Jesse, I got 2 things. Number 1, how much ice time did Chris Letang and Sam Girard get last night? Because I had a lot of Pens fans join me on the
Sam
stream,
Girard.
and they were like, this Letang Girard pairing is so bad. People are like, they were agreeing with you. I was like, yeah, I know Steve was a little, he was saying Letang might be cooked. They're like, oh, he's cooked.
I'm getting
Like, it's
this
over.
from them.
Yes. yeah. Well, Letang's one of their guys, right? So
Yeah, but like,
when it's over. What
I
are
don't.
you looking at ice time?
I want the Leafs to be better. I'm not begging for them to throw Dmitry Yuskevich out there.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
2208 for Chris Letang.
What?
1759 for Girard.
That's unforgivable. You can't do that.
26 shifts and 22 shifts.
Did anyone? Oh, Carlson. Oh my God, that's not justifiable. That isn't justifiable. Was he dash again?
Letang.
Where is
Letang
he?
was -1. Girard is -1.
All right, so that makes him -5 in 3 games. Come on, man. Come
That's
on.
rough.
What are we doing?
And so the other thing I have to say, we're Leaf fans.
Okay.
This is a movie we've seen before. And you're all thinking it. I'm just going to be the one to say it. This general manager knows how to put together an elite regular season.
Oh my God. I didn't know you were going there.
Okay. No. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I got the sign in front of me. Tell me I'm wrong. Knows how to put together an elite regular season.
I'm not going to make a broad sweeping statement, but I will say this. Which team is the one doling out the rat assholery, and which is the one complaining about it?
This is a Kyle Dubas playoff moment.
This is not me taking a dig at Penguins fans. This is not me
not at
saying
all.
you shouldn't be complaining about it even. I've been this fan. I've been this fan nearly every series.
And they called you full diaper and all that stuff. And, this is the team that Kyle always puts together. Now, listen, I had some Penguins fans who were so going through it last night that they're like, it's been an awful season. I just can't wait for it to be over. I'm like, it's not been
What
an awful
are you
season.
talking about?
They were just depressed, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's been an awful postseason, but the season was great.
I tell you about the Habs fan.
They got back there. They got back to the playoffs.
I tell you about the Habs fan who texted me mid game 2. Mm-hmm. He's like, or it might have even been game 1. He's like, oh my God, this is awful. Last year was so much easier.
And they lost in 5.
Yeah, but there were no expectations last year.
Now you got to win.
Now I'm pretty sure it's like with a chance to go up 2-0. Oh my God, I'm having the worst time.
Yeah, get ready for pain. Like when you're like Ducks fans, enjoy this moment. You won't enjoy it next year the same.
No,
never enjoy it the same again.
No, you don't. Someone sent me a clip of the Leafs 2017 series against Washington. I was like tearing up.
That was
like,
a great series.
Oh my God, they fumbled that group.
They did.
You should all do jail time. How did you fumble? How did you fumble that group?
I think that group fumbled it themselves.
I
agree.
Well, hey, the question wasn't just for management.
Yeah. So
they fumbled that group. Sorry, all that to say, I don't remember.
I was talking about, listen, this is a Kyle Dubas, like, listen, Leaf fans are wanting some of those years back. Like, oh man, like if they hadn't let go of Kyle, and I agreed with that. But if you want to call facts, Brad Treliving got them further than Kyle Dubas ever did.
We watched Kyle Dubas scream at a bunch of Lightning fans in Tampa. And, the pressure of Toronto. You're the general manager of the Pittsburgh Penguins in Philly.
That'd be tough.
I would love footage from up and around that area.
I
don't know if the building has the same design as Tampa. I was like surprised Dubas was that close to the fans.
Yeah.
In that infamous clip of him going at them. That's got to be a hard place.
He runs hot. He runs hot.
Yeah.
But I think that there is something to that. Now, Penguins are pretty well set up for the future. They've got like 12 picks in the next, in the top 3 rounds in the next few drafts. Like they're going to be fine.
We're only 3 games away from game 7.
Yeah, that's true. And they could win.
They could.
They could easily win. That can happen. Well, not easily. It'd be hard.
It'd be incredibly hard.
But I do want to lightly suggest that I've seen this movie. And I think sometimes when you're, this is a good first establishment year that, hey, we can get back there. But my issue with Kyle Dubas was always he was so stuck on his process that he forgot to care about the results. He was so stuck on the book, the result takes care of itself, right? If your process is good, the result will follow. The problem was there was never an eval on the process. They kept getting the same people and they kept getting the same archetype of people. And listen, Connor Dewar, great season. Is he gonna push you over the edge in the playoffs? Is he gonna be your Podkolzin or your Kapanen in Edmonton?
They need guys to step up.
Mantha's been horrible. Like Mantha's really had a bad series.
Yeah.
And that's been he was a major key for their regular season.
Is he spending money?
I think so.
Eesh.
Yeah. Leafs will be dumb enough to sign him to an outrageous deal, though, I'm sure.
Somewhat.
I don't think that Mantha doesn't deserve money, but he's got to step up here. And this is listen, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's fair or not, everybody that was saying Kyle Dubas should win General Manager of the Year, I look at this result and I go,
I can't ignore the evidence in front of me, guys. Like I'm not trying to pick on you, I'm not looking for an excuse to. We've actually spent the last couple months going, was Kyle so bad?
And Dan Muse was a great hire.
Yeah.
This is his first playoff too.
Dubas made some great hires here, great signings here, great trades here. But every year we found ourselves in the same position where we're getting our ass kicked
by a team that'll drag us into the muck.
That is what you do historically to the Leafs.
Yeah.
And the Flyers are here doing it to you. And it's worked twice, albeit 14 years apart.
Jesse, what do you have up on your screen there?
I had just some of the comments from Konechny and
let's get to those. I want to see that.
If we wanted to go back to that.
Let's do it. I want to know what they say.
Play some of this regarding the scrums that occurred and the tripping.
The run-in with Brian Rust there, and how do you feel like that whole scrum and all those guys in the penalty box changed the game?
I mean, there's tons of scrums throughout the games in the last 3 games. That one kind of got escalated there out of hand, but it ended up working on our favor. We got some momentum out of it, and that's kind of it.
What was he upset about? Do you know, have any idea what Rust was upset about?
Probably just the whole scrum in general. I don't know what, there's tons of things going on. Weren't really exchanging too many words.
That is elite camera work.
That's office level pan to Jim's face.
Yeah.
Panned straight to Trevor Zegras, who is loving his life. Look at that. That guy happy to be a Flyer or what?
Also, shout out Dave Urum of Sports Radio WIP, who recorded this off his phone. So thank you. So we can play this.
You see how nonchalant Travis Konechny is? Yeah, there's a scrum.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It doesn't have to be this big thing. Like, it's at some point you need to stop being surprised by what's happening.
That's a part of his DNA, though. He's a dog. He is. Always has been. Philly has not been great around him.
I don't know. You just walked into the butcher and you're shocked by all the meat. Like, this is the playoffs, man. This happens.
The hatred's good. The hatred's real good. Now, what are you bringing? Are you bringing it?
No, it's all
okay. You're gonna leave it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, one of the cool things that we get every once in a while is a great interview, and surprise, surprise, we got a really good one, Mr. Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets. Okay, and joining us for the first time ever, Mr. Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets, back at home in Michigan. Kyle, I know that you're a big outdoor guy. Can we talk about, everybody's got like a fishing story where they have the greatest fish they ever caught. I need to know yours.
Let me think about that. We do a lot of bass fishing in Michigan. And then, once we're in Winnipeg, ice fishing is the thing to do up there in the winter. We'll get out with a lot of the guys and schedule is pretty crazy this year. Didn't get out as much as I would have loved to, but that's all right. I guess one of the best fishing days, I don't know if you call it day, just the biggest catch, I guess you could say, was down in Texas. Me and Helly went out and to Ray Roberts Reservoir, which is a big bass fishing area in Texas. And it was an absolutely just freezing day. Like, we were just grinding, but we don't get a chance to go out in Texas fish very often. And I don't know how experienced you guys are, but the bass in Texas is, Texas, Florida, those spots are incredible. So we're hoping we can hook into something. And we were out on the boat and, not really catching much all day. And I was throwing an Alabama rig and just over some rocky stuff and just hit an absolute wall and was kind of like looking around and like, oh no, like, am I snagged or something? Next thing you know, the fish starts, you feel it on the other end, kind of waggling.
Shakes the rod, right?
And anyways, get this thing in the boat and it was like an 8-pound, like 3 ounces. And that's like by far the biggest bass I've ever caught. Like in Michigan, you don't get those very big. It's, you maybe get some smallmouth on St. Clair that are like 4 or 5, but it was pretty cool. So that was a great experience. And one now number.
You guys are really intense guys on the ice, obviously. Hellebuck's an intense guy on the ice. But is fishing like where you relax, or do you bring some intensity to fishing?
That's a good point. I mean, we're all obviously competitors and, you're trying to a lot of times, if you're doing like tournaments and stuff too, it's pretty intense. So it's relaxing, but it's also, it's the same question for, if you're on the golf course or doing anything else, playing with your buddies, you want to be successful. And so I guess it's a combination of both, I would say.
So thank goodness I've never been on a dating app, but I am on the internet. So I've seen that on dating apps, one of the most popular pictures that girls kind of hate is dudes taking a photo with a fish. What goes into a good photo of a dude with a fish? How do you stand out from the rest?
Doesn't have to be for a dating app, Kyle. Just to
it could just be a good photo of you with a fish.
I mean, don't overthink it. Just, I don't know. That's why you question to someone else. So yeah, just kind of snap them if you want. And yeah, they're obviously good memories to have.
Hey, Kyle, are you an angry golfer or a calm golfer?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty relaxed. Like, get frustrated at times, but
because I'll tell you something. Yeah, I'm angry enough that I just don't do it anymore. I just can't.
The angriest golfer I've ever played.
I just like I would be. It's so How do you keep it? How do you keep it calm?
Yeah, it could be tough, especially as a hockey player. You're almost redefining your swing every year, and I'm not the greatest golfer. I'm like a 6 over here, so it's it's just kind of whatever you're playing with that year. For me, it's kind of seems like, but you just gotta. I mean, it just kind of finds, as soon as you start getting pissed off in that scenario, that's when you play worse. So just trying to keep it cool and. It's
I'm right off the tee.
It's tough for anybody.
Did you say you're a 6? Like
like around a 6 or 7.
A 6 handicap. Like anybody who's listening, that's really good.
I'm just a 6.
Downplaying how good he is at golf. That's really good.
Hey, you know that?
Yeah. Kyle, there's a lot of better players. There's a lot of good golfers on our team, so I don't even know if I rank in the top 15 on our team. To be honest, there's some good players. Yeah.
No, you were a multi-sport athlete growing up, right? Like you played a lot of different ones.
Yeah, played a ton of them. Yep.
If you didn't choose hockey, growing up in Michigan, obviously you've got all seasons, you've got everything available to you. If you hadn't chosen hockey, what sport would you most likely have turned pro doing?
I really enjoyed baseball a lot. But yeah, it was just kind of. Yeah, I would pick baseball, but it was just kind of what all my friends did. Growing up, it was played football during the season. Played basketball, played baseball. Ran some track. Like it was just kind of whatever the next season is. You just pick it up and did that all the way through 9th grade, and then after 9th grade, went down to Youngstown and obviously focused on hockey and did that. But it was just all my buddies. That's what we did, and it was fun. And baseball was always. Kind of the second one that I loved.
I want to ask about Winnipeg because, sometimes it can be a bit of a punching bag, but I know it's got to be, it seems like one of the most fun places to play and one of the loudest buildings in the league. So what's that like?
It's a lot of fun. Like the fans are so passionate. They live and die by their hockey team, and you see it in the community, and obviously in the playoffs. The whiteout is just on another level, and like even the regular season too. Like the fans, they're pretty intelligent about the game too. They'll let you know if you made a bad play and all that stuff at times, but it's good. Like they're all in, and it's. Like I love it too, and obviously it's a big part of why I chose to sign there. At the beginning of the year last year is just the kind of the core group of guys that we have, and then just even just like ownership all the way through down. It's very focused on giving back to the community. Everybody's kind of got their own thing that they're focused on and take pride in, and obviously the things I like to do outside the rink is very outdoorsy kind of stuff, and it's a lot of fun to do that there in Winnipeg. There's a lot of options.
And obviously, you attended a tournament this year.
Golf?
Not a golf.
Oh, it's a little different? Oh, okay.
Broke all of our hearts. But Kyle, I mean, listen, this is, you're putting together a really special career. And I wonder if you ever take a minute to think about that. Do you ever get a chance to kind of stop and go, hey, this is going like, when I was playing road hockey, this is what I would have dreamed of for you.
Yeah, not really. I don't ever think about that, but I get what you're saying. Like, at that point, I was just trying to make it to the NHL. Like that was, the next level. You don't even kind of dream of, anything else that, I have accomplished, or, just trying to get it there. And, it's even growing up, it's like, all right, well, make it to the next level, try to make it to the next level, just kind of focused on day to day and, taking care of business and just trying to be the best player you can be. And I think that's, the kind of success that comes after that. That's what retirement's for, right? You sit back and do all that. But it's,
yeah, you could just do podcasts the rest of your life and talk about how great you were. I want to ask you about this KFC Kyle F and Connor crossover. So first off, what is the order, and is it your real order? Everybody's got to be asking you that.
Yeah. The order is it's the famous chicken sandwich, 2 hot wings, fries, and a drink. And nice. It's great. Like if I'm going to KFC, that's what I'm getting. It was great. It was a great collab. Like I had so much fun with it, and obviously did the commercial, and it kind of started in the playoffs last year. We did the bucket hat, and I guess the reception was great, and it was a ton of fun. And it was just, they brought the Colonel out for playoff games, and there was seeing him out there, and it's just. I think it's just kind of I love it. It's so lighthearted too, and it's been so easy to work with, and obviously it fits really well with my initials, so it works out great, and it's been a lot of fun, to be honest with them.
Those are the best ways, I think, just to market anything, is when it's kitschy and it's fun and everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, it's so ridiculous to bring out the Colonel, but like that's what you got to do when it's KFC.
It's the best.
It's awesome. I love it.
Mm-hmm. What is your middle name?
David.
Well, Kyle, you've been so great with your time today. Obviously, you're welcome back anytime, but I know that you're right into the off season and probably need a break from us media people. You've been fantastic today. Really appreciate you coming on. And let me ask you this: are you allowed to talk about a Stanley Cup favorite? Is there a team that you go, man, I feel like they might have it?
We're allowed to talk about anything, I think. So, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I won't cut you guys off there.
If you were doing a playoff bracket, who are your 2 teams in the finals?
I don't know. That's tough. I like Dallas just because we've seen them. We're so familiar with them and playing against them. They're, I would go with Dallas, and, I would love to see Buffalo on the other end. I don't know how likely, that is, just experience given wise, but, obviously we have some guys that were on our team that are over there now playing, and seeing some of the videos over there, it looks incredible. And, almost reminds me of a little bit of Winnipeg, just how crazy the fans are over there for the playoff time, and seeing that. So that'd be pretty cool to see that.
A rematch of 1999 would go so hard.
It would be amazing.
That would be insane.
Well, Kyle, thanks for your time, man. We really appreciate it.
Yep. No worries. See you guys.
BetMGM is an official sports betting partner of the National Hockey League and has everything for action on the ice. Hockey fans in Canada, live bets, same game parlays, player props on your favorite skaters, and bet on the Stanley Cup winner. We want to have a look at, this is really important, do the Flyer sweep. What are the odds, Jesse?
Game 4, which takes place on the 25th, which is 2 days from now.
Yep.
Saturday. The Flyers are the favorites to win that game.
Wow.
The odds are saying that a sweep is more likely than a Penguins win.
Now, if I do take the Penguins, what's my...
2-1 to win straight up.
That's 2-1.
Yeah. Flyers would net you a 1.83 times money.
Maybe I'm crazy based on how the Penguins have played, but I think they get one.
Sweeps are so hard.
They are.
Yes.
Like, it's winning 4 in a row against any NHL team ever has been a difficult task.
I had Penguins in 7.
Did you have Penguins in 7?
I had Penguins in 7. What is it saying for Penguins in 7?
Oh, you're asking? Okay, hold on. I'd have to find this.
Oh my god!
I want to know.
Oh my god!
What Penguins in 7 is, because I might have to $2 Steve it and become a millionaire.
Really? Like, you would put
not really
Canadian currency on the Penguins doing this thing?
I feel a responsibility to the audience.
Go Penguins.
Go Penguins, because I said...
This is incredible. I'm so glad you asked this question. Now,
Jesse's scrolling an unbelievable amount.
I won't lie to you. I'm not upset about this question because I also had Penguins in 7. And I feel like, here's the thing.
I got it.
I know I'm not perfect, but I do like being right. So if we were to bet on it, go ahead, Jesse.
11-1.
That's it?
Go Flyers.
That's not enough. That's not enough to earn your money.
In 7?
No, it's not enough. It
No,
says
it's not.
Penguins to win series 11-1, and that have to be in 7.
I wonder if
It's
those
not
get,
enough.
yeah, that is surprisingly low considering only 3 teams have ever done it before.
Yeah.
BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 19 plus to wager. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. And if you have questions or concerns about some of your gambling or somebody close to you, please contact Connects Ontario at 1-866-531-2600 to speak to an advisor free of charge. And BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with iGaming Ontario. Now let's move on to Dallas and Minnesota.
Hey.
This series started with a bang. Minnesota ran over Dallas in the first game. Dallas ran over Minnesota, I think, in a lot of ways in the second game.
Good counterpunch.
Last night was just 2 great teams.
Slobber knocker back and forth. Oh, please go 7. Please go 7.
Bruce Levine, who's a reporter for the Stars, said that, it's hilarious because we weren't sure that Miro Heiskanen was going to play at all in this series, like a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. Last night, he had 43:05 in ice time. All 3 seconds shy of 11 minutes on the power play.
Wow.
And even more impressive, 6 seconds shy of 10 full minutes on the penalty kill.
He played over 20 minutes on special teams last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts. Welcome to the playoffs.
Now, luckily for them in this double overtime game, they don't play again until Saturday. So they had some time.
That's got to go into your strategy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But Jesse, I just want you to, there's a picture in the prep that I've highlighted there. Mm-hmm. I want you to look at Wyatt Johnson's face after the goal. This is a once in a lifetime photograph that however this cameraman caught this, I just think this is such an incredible shot. Look at the excitement on his face.
Hey!
Because I think everybody was surprised it went in. I don't think anybody, that was just one of those kind of goals that just happened,
the playoffs are rarely won on works of art. Just friggin' put it on net, man. He wouldn't know. That's the funny thing about good teams. Is they're so used to scoring pretty goals, they're surprised by the weird ones.
Yeah.
Wyatt Johnson wouldn't know. He's not used to scoring by accident.
I don't feel like we can... Radek Faxa, noted Alan Walsh client, missed a beautiful chance early in the first overtime too. But I don't think... I look at this series and I'm like, I haven't learned anything new about either of these teams. As in, they're
good.
That's what I mean. They're as good as built.
Yeah, game 1 was... Oh, damn. I thought this was going to be the series of the first round, and it turns out it sucks. Nope. Still great.
And no Zook for Minnesota, no Rupe for Dallas. So you're kind of, there's evening out there. Mm-hmm. I feel like, that sucks that it happens on home ice for Minnesota, but I don't know. I feel like game 4 again is toss-up territory. What else can you say here? These are 2 great teams, and they fought a really hard game. I don't know. There's not some big thing coming out of this game. It's a big shock or whatever. This is a great series.
Adam, you better stream game 7
of this series.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
No, okay. Well, I don't mind sticking around if it's on the same night as the Oilers one. But yeah, this is
and make Hayden work it.
Yeah, just Hayden by himself. Jesse,
mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you've learned anything about either of these 2 teams?
I learned that Dallas still can go places where Jamie Benn wants to take them.
Man.
I definitely
no, he wouldn't do that. Just
what he did to Matt Boldy last night was accidentally on purpose.
Oh,
the
no.
flyby elbow right to the head is something that Jamie Benn is probably known to do. I don't think that we should just give Jamie Benn the benefit of the doubt in a moment like this.
Get out!
If you want to, there you go. You can look at this leaping shot to the back of Matt Boldy,
looking directly at what he's doing.
It's hilarious to look at in slow motion, but it's not hilarious if you're the Minnesota Wild because Jamie Benn is a psychopath.
Sort of this generation's Shane Doan, a little bit. Shane Doan was, long-time respected captain, and I don't understand why everyone hates this guy. Have you never watched one of his games?
Well, he was a Coyote, so a lot of people didn't.
Oh, Well, that's fair.
But Shane knows.
Well, all the fans of the teams that the Coyotes had to play against
hated him.
were well acquainted with his elbows. I would argue Jamie Benn's far dirtier. But that's George Paros's boy.
It's a what?
It was a surprisingly it wasn't as bad as the Philly-Pittsburgh game, but it was right there. Like there was another incident with Foligno when he was down, and there was a lot of controversy around that one. And like I didn't expect it to be so chippy, but it's the playoffs. I guess every series is going to get chippy. Like
Absolutely.
this, and you forget that there are some crazy fellows in this one too.
Yeah, but that's what the first few games are. And then by like sort of 5, 6, they're, sucking wind, and it's weird. It gets back to hockey for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just they don't call anything.
The other one with Foligno is Duchesne.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Foligno gets knocked down. There's blood all over the ice. Duchesne's already at the other side of the ice. I don't think it has it in this clip where he runs over, and he runs back over to Foligno, and Foligno's like, what the fuck are you doing here? As he's getting up, and they have another tussle again because the people are saying Duchesne went over to check on him. He's not checking on him in this moment. Matt Duchene's going over to do a good guy thing to Nick Foligno.
Duchesne's he's got that in his DNA. The longer he's been in the league, the more stuff you hear. Yeah, I don't get the impression there's a giant Matt Duchene fan club throughout the NHL.
Yeah.
Oh, especially in Colorado.
Yeah. Stars fans like him. Yeah, believe it or not.
And then, so all of this happens, and there's so many different moments where they're having all the scrums and everything. But the game was won and lost on Minnesota really not being disciplined. Like I think 4 goals were scored on the power play by Dallas last night. It's or 3 of their 4 goals were scored on the power play. The last one is a puck over the glass. On then they score on that power play. That's the Johnson's goal. Oh, that's why Johnson's goal. But yeah, I count that.
Yeah.
Be more. You're in overtime. This is how overtime games are won and lost. You're off throwing the puck over the glass. Like that's what you gotta be careful in these moments. So Minnesota is right there if they can just like be a little bit more careful.
No one would be shocked by 2-2 after 4.
If either team wins this series, people will be like, yeah. It's not a surprise, I don't think, if either team wins.
Yeah.
When one of those 2 teams wins, I think is a better way to put that.
Kings fans, plug your ears, but like you're going to have to essentially win the Stanley Cup by winning this series and then play Colorado.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw Sam Steele trip Quinn Hughes.
Yes.
But we're not talking embellishment Crosby level. But if you wanted to call, hey, he went down pretty easy. His knees just kind of grazed that stick and he was already going down. I wouldn't mind if the ref called that.
Sam Steele is a rat. I thought he was really effective last year.
I don't think it was a rat in that one.
No.
I think Quinn Hughes went down a little easy.
I was surprised. I am surprised by how many Canucks fans are cheering for Dallas, and they're calling him Quit Hughes. They're all mad. I'm like, wait a second. He left the team because the structure behind was chaotic.
Here, wait, let me leave. Let me read from the script. The Canucks are going to have a hard time signing players if their fans behave that way.
Oh, now tonight we've got this
at the top of the script. It just says things enormous dumbasses say.
Exactly. Have you ever wanted the feeling of leaving your office building or place of business, going to your car and going, you should try the Toyota Tacoma. It's the strongest, most powerful Tacoma ever, 6,400 pounds. I would say if there was a team that most resembles the Tacoma in the first round, it's the Philadelphia Flyers.
They should have just added a couple more pounds and made it 6,700 pounds so we could do this.
Oh my God.
They should have thought of that.
That's annoying, and I hate that I just did that.
Add a casual 300 pounds.
Yeah, why not?
It's just towing capacity. How hard could it be? Remember, too, you got the power lift gate. You've got capability, convenience, everything with Tacoma. And this is the key for me, how good's the sound system? 10 speakers, JBL, and JBL Flex Bluetooth speaker that actually will leave the truck with you. So, if you're camping or you're out with friends or you're watching your kid play soccer outside this summer, you can bring that speaker with you.
They call that car maxing.
Jesse Blake, leave this studio.
CarMax with your Tacoma.
Jesse's going
That
to
should be the commercial.
and he's going to go to visittoyota.ca or his local Ontario Toyota dealer because Red Tag days are on now through the end of May. Top of the list tonight, we've got Sabres Bruins. And then a little after that game starts, the Hurricane Senators will start. So we got a 7 o'clock for the Sabres Bruins, 7:30 for Hurricane Senators, and the Avs and Kings, the series that's been a little bit closer than anybody could have expected. Kings are doing a good job of at least staying in it, but they are down 2-0.
You asked, what did you learn? I think tonight is a big learning game for Buffalo.
They're in Boston.
We're about to learn a lot about the Buffalo Sabres. The series might be decided tonight, honestly.
Wow.
If they can't get their shit together, mix in a lead. Come on, guys. Like, that was an awesome comeback and everything, but then you see game 2. Let's see you push the pace of the game, but also have control of it.
And you got to contain Pasternak. You got to do to the Bruins what the Ducks did to the Oilers, and it's super boring. Get a stick in the passing lane. They interrupted the Oilers' flow all night last night. That's what you have to do with Pasta.
Mix in a save.
Yeah, that's true too. Jesse, Kane Senators. Coin flip series, I think.
Yeah, it's been close. Like the game 1 was a little more one-sided for sure, but game 2 proved that the Sens, if they can just bury their opportunities, they can steal a couple. And these are 2 must-win games. You have to go back to Carolina 2-2.
So, what do you think happens tonight? They're in Ottawa, so they don't have last change. The Carolina Hurricanes, that is. They're very strong. Ottawa's very strong at home, and Linus has looked amazing. Can the Senators need to win tonight? Do they?
I think they're going to look more like the regular season Sens post-Olympic break and really like January onwards, where it's great goaltending, really good defense, and then those couple opportunities that they get, they're going to be able to score on it. It depends on if Freddie Anderson stands on his head again, because that's been one of the biggest difference makers here. Is Freddie Anderson has looked amazing, and the Canes are relentless in their pursuit of score effects and metrics that just look like the shot counter is going to go to 1 million at all times for the Canes when they're on the ice, and when they're executing like that, it's so hard to beat them. When on top of that, they have great defense and goaltending. It's going to be an uphill battle.
I mean, they got to fend off going down 3-0. So I'm not amazing anyone by saying they need to win this game, but they've seen this movie before. They saw it a year ago. The Leafs kicked their ass in game 1. Carolina maybe didn't kick their ass in game 1, but they were the more dominant team.
Yep.
There's game 1 on the road. You were outplayed and you lost. Okay. Game 2 on the road. Leafs have to win that in overtime. Right?
Was that Domi?
That was Domi.
Benoit scored an overtime.
Benoit was
right?
game 3 in overtime in Ottawa.
Okay.
Right? So, but when you look back at that series, really tight game 2. You don't come away with it. Really tight game 3. Game 4 went to overtime. I don't remember the score for game 5. Really tight game 6. Yeah, you were down 3-0, but if you're the Sens, like you can trick yourself into being like, man, that you could justify thinking that series was a lot closer than it looked, right? This series is even closer. You have to win this damn game. You won't forgive yourselves if you don't, because even though you're down 2-0, it's right there. You don't want to have back-to-back years of this. It's not going to feel good. It's going to be a very, very long summer, and you know that now. Yeah, you got to come away with it.
And again, it's like, you're not house money anymore.
No.
You're back in it.
There's expectations.
Yeah. I hope Linus is able to put that third great game together, because his first 2 have been great.
Yeah.
And that's going to set them up. Now, other things around the NHL, unless you guys really want to get into Colorado, LA.
Can I do I guess it's the Podkolzin trade tree.
Oh, please.
Or if we call it the Sens 4th round draft pick.
No, the Chason trade
2025 trade tree. So this is how it starts.
Okay.
The Edmonton Oilers and Ottawa Senators make a trade. The Oilers send 2, prospects, 2 21-year-olds, Chason and Burgo, to the Sens, and they acquire Robbie. Can you do his last name?
Robbie Urventi,
and a 2025 4th round pick. That's the first trade. That's what kicks us off.
Okay.
Next up, they trade that pick to Vancouver for Podkolzin.
Ah.
Yeah, and then they trade Evander Kane
He wasn't involved.
to the Canucks and get that pick back.
Oh.
So there you go.
Hey.
So I did get part of it.
There
Feel
you
good
go.
about that.
So you essentially traded Evander Kane for Vasily Podkolzin.
Yes.
Straight up.
Yeah. Because that's the exact ssame asset you get. Yes.
Yeah.
Podkolzin for Kane is what happened.
But somehow they played together last year.
Yeah, because the Podkolzin trade happens 2024 August, and the Kane trade happens June 2025.
Now,
I'm sorry, that's real good work.
both are wingers, but Kane is in his 30s. He's 34.
Yeah.
Podkolzin's 24. Podkolzin played all 82, had 37 points. Kane played 71. He had 31 points. So I think that was, you know what? Ended up being a fairly fair trade, except that Podkolzin makes a lot less and is a lot younger.
I'd rather have Podkolzin.
Yeah, but it's very Canucks. It is very Canucks.
I mean, you stink. You should have 24-year-olds on your team because you stink.
No, Evander Kane.
I think they got rid of him because Talk was not a fan. And then Talk was like, I'm not a fan of this. We're going to.
Yeah, I don't like living here.
No, I think he liked Vancouver. I just don't think he liked the Canucks. And I think that's par for the course. Like, listen, from some of the stuff we're hearing, it ain't pretty in that front office. And I'm
Podkolzin?
No. I'm talking about the management group.
Well, no, because I was going to say, like, Podkolzin, he wasn't a great Canuck, but they gave up on him too quickly because they thought they were better than they were.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why you hang on to guys like Slavkovsky. I think that's why the Rangers have keep waiting for Lafreniere.
Then he was very good.
And then he kind of fell off again. But I think that
He had a spectacular January to April this year.
there you go.
It was
It's
really
there.
good this season.
I think the Kings are still waiting for a little bit of that extra pop from Quentin Byfield, right?
Yes.
I think
Of course.
he's not the 80 to 100 point player yet that they think, but still quite young.
Doesn't
It
mean
takes
he's
a
not
while.
effective.
Weird thing about that, both 2020 drafts. Maybe COVID messed up the development of these people who are supposed to be stars.
I think that's fair.
Byfield was supposed to completely thrash the OHL, and he was sent to the AHL to play with men because they changed the rules.
So we've been talking about Aura Frames. You heard us talking about it at Christmas. You'll hear us talking about it now because Mother's Day and Father's Day are coming up. And you know what? It also makes a good wedding present because wedding season is also coming. Jesse, don't you have like 5 weddings to attend in May?
Yeah, every day in May. I have 30 weddings.
30 weddings.
May 1st through May 30th.
There you go.
Oh.
But in all honesty, these are amazing. Like you're talking about a frame that's, a digital frame, which you've seen before. But what's so cool is on the app, you can upload from anywhere in the world. Are you uploading
I have
something?
the Aura Frame app open. Steve, I want to show you one of the photos that my mother-in-law added to the Aura Frame herself. Because I loaded in like hundreds of photos, ones that I've taken. Then she obviously learned how to use the app and upload her own photos. Look at this one she added.
Okay, it's... What is this?
It is a screenshot of her Instagram. And it's still, you can see all of the stories show up. She's getting
That's
into
so
her later.
cute.
She's getting into her later years. She doesn't know how to crop the photo.
There's like people's stories. You can see which one she's open and which
like
one she
DM
hasn't.
things there. Yeah, and so that pops up on the Aura Frame
And it's her and her friends in their nice green jackets.
Yeah.
That's nice.
at a curling event.
Listen,
That's great.
you can do videos, you can do photos. And you know what I always think is funny is if you could sneak one in there every once in a while, just be like, hey! And then just leave it. Scare the shit out of your parents.
What was that?
Named number 1 by Wirecutter. You can save on gifts for your mom and for your dad and for anybody else by visiting auraframes.ca. Aura is spelled A-U-R-A. It's auraframes.ca. For a limited time, listeners of the Steve Dangle Podcast can get $25 off their best-selling Carver Mat frames with the code SDP. That's A-U-R-A frames.ca, promo code SDP. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. The Islanders are looking to change the name of their team. So obviously they had the Bridgeport Islanders, but they're leaving Bridgeport and they're coming to Hamilton. And the 3 names that they have, I'm surprised they didn't just keep them the Islanders. But the 3 names that they registered were the Mustangs, the Havoc, and the Hammers. So the Hamilton Hammers, the Hamilton Mustangs, or the Hamilton Havoc.
If you don't pick the damn Hammers, no one will forgive you. Know your markets.
That's where the Brofasco plant is. Come on.
Come on. And that terrifying bridge.
Yeah.
Hate that bridge so very much.
I didn't realize this. So the relocation will happen for the 26-27 season, so this upcoming. I didn't realize TD Coliseum, which used to be Cops Coliseum in Hamilton, 18,000 seats.
Hot damn.
And they went under a $300 million upgrade, and that was by Oakview, which is the Lywicki company that does all the arenas. And they're going to join the North Division in the AHL, which includes Laval, Toronto, and Belleville.
Hey, get ready to learn playing the Marlies friggin' 13 times a year, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome that we just get a Hamilton-Toronto rivalry in the AHL. Like, what?
And they're bus ride away. An extremely long and full of traffic bus ride away.
Oh, my goodness. No, they can fly.
Take the train.
No,
Island Airport to Hamilton Airport.
Yeah, they can, but it's MLSE. You see? You see MLSE?
How short would that flight be? That's got to be
is
15
it
minutes.
possible?
Yeah, of course.
Of course it is.
Do they allow you to do that?
Probably not. But between boarding the plane and deboarding the plane, it might be quicker to drive.
No. At the Island Airport, you ever flown out of there?
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes.
You
just float through
that
security.
airport. Yeah, but then you got to go through that enormous tunnel.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it, but I'm saying the actual time. Here we are talking about friggin' traffic. Here we are. Welcome to the North Division.
We really have become dads. It's crazy. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. I think you could be at the airport 20 minutes before takeoff. Maybe the flight's 10 to 15 max because it's only an hour to Ottawa, and that's 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I think you'd be there in 10. Yeah,
You can't buy a ticket.
You can't.
So they'll have to. This has to be private charter, obviously,
charter
team plane. But you can't buy a ticket from Toronto YTZ Billy Bishop to Hamilton.
That's BS.
Bullshit.
That's crap.
It's only, I guess, rich guys who got planes.
Please take a picture if you are on the GO train with the Toronto Marlies next year.
GO train.
You know what?
Next stop, Aldershot.
Can I be
Ed's
straight
cutting
up?
cost.
That's probably the fastest way. Like, especially the straight shot one that has no stops.
Yeah.
Just take the GO train.
No, you take it from Union to Aldershot, you're there quicker than driving.
Can you imagine they had a GO train car just for the Marlies? Like, and it's a painted one? They should do that.
I've seen Marlies guys take the GO train before.
Well, I've run into I ran into Ron Wilson all the time when he was the Leafs coach on transit.
I'm not talking about like employees wearing a golf shirt. I'm talking about they got a big old cart of shit because you got to go to the Leafs are attached to Union Station and the Marlies are right there. So I've seen them wheel it over, load the shit onto the train, and I'm sure they
go to Union.
Go to Union.
It's what Steve explained. It's one stop.
It's one
That
stop.
is, if there was like traffic and you could get the train right then at Exhibition to Union, it's 10 minutes.
You wheel it from the arena past the horseshit stables to the train, put it on the train. You're one stop away from Union.
It's very smart.
You are going to see the Marlies on the GO train.
Yeah. It's also probably like easier than loading in a van, loading out of the van, just some cart that just rolls from Union to Scotia.
I could put my life in the hands of Toronto drivers. Get in a fender bender, and then this shit isn't going anywhere fast. Or I'll just pack the GO train.
This is going to be a fun thing that Hamilton's right there.
The Hammers. Please be the Hammers.
We got to do some sort of collab where Steve becomes a huge Hamilton Hammers fan.
Yeah.
Everybody gets mad at
its
him.
mind.
Yeah.
And we'll get
traitorous bastard.
We'll bring Matthew Darsh on the show, and we'll have him sign you to a one-day AHL contract. And then,
please.
and
Logan Shaw comes and kicks my ass.
I like that. Rasmus Sandin, former Leaf Capital defenseman, undergoing ACL surgery. He got injured in like one of the last games of the season, April 11th against the Penguins. He's going to miss 6 to 9 months. They're expecting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're not expecting him back till like Christmas or January. That's a crazy injury for this guy.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it does. Now he was pretty good this year, about 30 points, and a very mobile guy. One of the things you always wonder about with ACLs, although they're very good at them now, is mobility when they come back.
Yeah, you have to. That sucks, man.
It just sucks.
It's important to take your time with that.
Kevyn Adams to get a interview with the Vancouver Canucks. Now, let's just state what's true. The Buffalo Sabres are Kevyn Adams' team.
Mm-hmm.
He put them together with his staff. Okay, Jarmo was there like the last year, but like let's be honest. Okay. It's also true that there are rumors that are becoming loud reports. And I think it was Andrew Peters who was on Kipper and Bourne talking. Andrew Peters, radio host now, but former Sabre himself, saying his understanding was that Kevyn Adams kind of put the organization in a bad mood. He cast a pall, had a bit of a, which makes him a perfect fit for Vancouver. But I do think with Kevyn, there's clearly talent eval possibilities there. He can recognize a good hockey player.
He possessed you for a minute there.
My question,
possibilities.
Yeah, possibilities.
Sorry.
And there are, by the way, palm trees in Victoria, I believe. Or no, Tofino.
Are there?
Yeah, so he's going to a place where there are some palm trees. Just that's the southernmost point of Canada,
That's kind of great.
But I'm split on this because was Kevyn Adams the dark cloud or was Terry Pegula's negligence the dark cloud?
They're one and the same. He's kind of the perfect candidate for Vancouver. Francesco
knows how to manage up.
Yeah, Francesco Aquilini he does not strike me as a reasonable person, and he's there.
Why? What happened?
Yeah, I know. Hi, I want the biggest yes man.
Yeah,
I could possibly get. Listen. I hate the Leafs ownership situation.
Mm-hmm.
I am terrified of what their management is going to do. But the names I've heard thrown around for the Canucks are mid-70s Dale Talon, Kevyn Adams, and Shane Doan. There's 3 candidates, and Shane Doan's the best one. That's horrifying. That's horrifying stuff. And you want to talk about a fan base desperate for a new owner. Completely desperate for a new owner. They already threw out a journalist. Wait for fans to start getting thrown out for saying sell the team.
Well, you saw the James Dolan reports from New York, right? Where there's a whole surveillance thing of allegedly set up.
Completely insane.
Wouldn't shock me in that market either. And I want
it would for me.
It would?
You think Aquilini's going to spend money on that?
Oh, yeah, that's significant money.
They don't have a practice facility. You think he's going to spend money on that? Come on now.
Now I look at this and I go, okay, first off, Shane Doan to Vancouver would be hilarious because the reason that the Leafs apparently got Oliver Ekman-Larsson was Shane Doan. They're really good friends, and he really sold them on Toronto. And I'm like, does Oliver Ekman-Larsson end up back in Vancouver? You have to ask the question.
No shot.
But Kevyn Adams for me is such a whatever this next job is, whether it's with the Canucks or somebody else, it's going to say a lot about what happened in Buffalo. Yarmo's getting a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
For a team that he didn't assemble.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 trades he made at the deadline, I mean, as much as Shen and Stanley are big boys and they're, good on the bottom end, and I'm complimentary of that, he hasn't changed much.
Let me stick up for Jarmo here. You know what Jarmo's done the best? His job. His job is to make the Buffalo Sabres good.
Mm-hmm.
And have them win games. Maybe what they needed wasn't draft picks. At this time, all you can do is be the GM of the moment. He didn't go out and get draft picks. He wasn't very active in the trade market. He didn't go out and get this or fire the coach and hire this guy and hire that guy. He made everyone feel good. That was what they needed. I'm saying that with not a hint of irony or sarcasm. You can
bring the vibes.
He brought the vibes or took them away. Whatever it was, there is a very clear BC and AD here with Kevyn Adams. And all Jarmo had to do was fix the worst things that Kevyn Adams did, which somehow was not the trades he made.
Yeah. Yeah. Something that I think is also very telling about the way the Pegulas have treated the Sabres over the last few years. So Gary Bettman, I don't know if you guys know this, was in for either game 1 or game 2 of the series and at KeyBank. And I think it was game 1. And he talked to reporters and he acknowledged, he's like, this is a great arena when it's full and loud and whatever. We've all said that. But he said it needs some upgrades. And we're hopeful with, because they just spent $300 million on Highmark Stadium for the Bills, that now that he said, basically hinted that maybe now Terry's focus ought to be on KeyBank. And I think Gary's going to push him on that. I think you can't have an outdated arena the way KeyBank is without the NHL going, hi, this is a part of our brand and our product. You need to bring this up.
Those fans who tore down that fence, get them in the building, dude.
Yeah.
Get them in the building.
Yep, absolutely. It tore down that fence and picked it back up again.
And picked it back up. Yeah! Sorry. Yeah!
Todd Lewicki, CEO of the Kraken, brother of Tim, gave an update to a proposed internal audit on the Seattle Kraken. They've talked to a number of individuals and firms about using their services in the near future. This is a story that's going under the radar, but I thought it was worth bringing up, guys, and I wanted to know what you thought.
Hit me with this.
This article is from the Associated Press. The team is looking for ways for Seattle to improve as a franchise after failing to make the postseason a third consecutive year. Whoever the Kraken decide to work with, Lewicki said, they will do so alongside general manager Jason Botterill, who is now the sole decision maker after Ron Francis stepped down as head of hockey ops. Lewicki said Botterill's not threatened by it; he's encouraged by it. The report. Can you imagine you're Jason Botterill? You're like, finally, I'm back in the league as a GM, and the guy above me stepping down, full decision making consultant. Oh no!
Oh no!
But Lewicki said the report will look back over the team's 5-year history and offer suggestions for improvement. The Kraken have only been in the playoffs once. And I just think like an internal audit is a very interesting way to handle this. I don't see that a lot publicly.
Have you all seen Office Space?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
That's definitely no. Like, I bet everyone with the Kraken right now is super secure in their job. No, they're not on LinkedIn at all. They're not texting and calling their friends going, oh, shit, oh, fuck, oh, shit, oh, fuck, oh, shit. Like, that's scary, man.
It is. And I hope that the business staff doesn't take the brunt of this, because the business staff apparently have done a great job of reaching out to the community. The fans are very engaged. They want the team to win. The issue for me was always Ron Francis. He wasn't good in Carolina. Yeah. He left. They were good.
Give me a product I can sell.
He didn't do a good job with the expansion draft, and he's done a bad job with free agent signings. And this is a big free agency year for Seattle, because, I mean, not that Montour's deal is bad, but like Chandler Stevenson didn't really move the needle for them, I think, in the way that they were hoping based on the price point.
A lot of half measures.
A lot of mid. And
they're building through free agency, which is not how you build.
No. And I think when you look at the way that what the Kraken have available to them, right? They've got $29 million in cap space this summer. I don't know who you're going to spend that on. I mean, you could go after Radish and add more defensemen to the $40 million you already have.
I would bet the farm on the Kraken making some sort of trade with Florida.
Yeah.
Florida, maybe Vegas.
So here's what they have.
Yeah.
4 first-round picks over the next 2 drafts.
That's all right.
So if you're a team that wants to win now, and you got Wright and Beniers and some other young good players that you're hoping break out, do you trade 2 of those 4?
Oh, you could justify it. You could justify it because, like,
somebody's going to get disappointed and do something stupid after these playoffs. You got to be 100%. Jumping on that.
Well, and also, like, yeah, it's good to build through the draft. It's smart to do that. But, like, are you going to miss the Beniers window? Like, not saying he's your cup window, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're choosing to rebuild right now, that's actually a player you should maybe look to move.
You think so?
He's
only 22.
It's not something I would do. Here, the Blackhawks did it, which is why you shouldn't do it.
With who?
But they did it with DeBrincat. They did it with Hagel.
Yeah.
They sold off this weird group of like 23 to 26-year-olds or whatever they were, because they're like, no, we're rebuilding and they don't fit our window.
They should have kept those guys. We all know that now.
Yeah. So I think they're a smarter team than that. But I also don't, I'm not totally convinced they're as bad as we saw down the stretch. I don't know what the hell that was. You could be justified in trading 1 or 2 of those picks to get good now.
I think you have to be good now. You got to sign Bobby McMahon. You have to.
He fit in so well.
Oh, he scores because no one else can. I know Jared McCann was injured a lot of this season too, so that kind of nips you in the goaltender. But Jared's been there a long time.
If you are sunk by one injury, you are not a good team. We keep seeing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We keep seeing this throughout the league. There's these teams where it's like friggin' the Hound versus the Mountain. Why won't you friggin' die? Like, they just keep coming back. Tampa you can add to that list, right? They're deep.
Yep.
Detroit loses Larkin for like a week,
And
it's over. That can't be you.
no.
Jared McCann? For God's sake, get some guys. Be relevant.
I'm looking at these guys and I just don't know how, like, there's not a lot of game changers in free agency. I just don't think there is. Tuck, I think, is staying in Buffalo. He'd be crazy to leave. Radish, I think, is staying in Tampa. He'd be crazy to leave. Although he's probably going to go for a payday, but
Well, and you're gonna give Radish his payday after giving Montour his payday? Like,
that's where I think it's weird.
you know what I mean?
Jess, what are you looking at there?
I just had Seattle's roster up.
Can we throw it up on the screen?
Yeah, that's not. We've done this with Seattle before. That is not a list of bad players.
No.
It's just meh. It lacks something.
Can somebody be ballsy enough to buy out Phil Grubauer? Are we done here?
He wasn't even that bad this year. Okay, enough of the Adam Larson rumors. Just friggin' do it.
What, trade him?
How about that one?
I mean, I don't know that anybody wants that contract anymore. Oh, no, you know what? Grubauer did have a good year. You're right.
It's really not that bad. Yeah, but what did the Penguins teach us? Sell high on the good year.
Yeah. Hey, call Edmonton.
With the Jari, legitimately, without a hint of irony.
Get Ingram.
Call them. Call some other team that needs goalie help. Sell high on Grubauer. Absolutely. Why do you have this
Here's what I'm missing from this roster.
$10.9 million bucket of mid? What are you doing?
They don't have a game breaker.
Not really.
None of those players are a game breaker. And McMahon is not even listed. Oh, no, he is. Top left. No, that's McCann. No McMahon on there. There's no, like, game breaker. What we saw, like, hey, Porter Martone's coming into the league and, 1 of 2 of 3 games with game-winning goal. That's a game breaker type young talent.
They're just sort of fine. And for most of the season, they were fine. I would have said this if they made the playoffs, which they'd be getting killed in, by the way, if they were there. Like, I'm just
Jesse.
Give me something to be excited about.
Your new name is Jesse Botterill. What do you do with the Seattle Kraken this summer?
I think expectations should be turned a little on what Seattle should be at this point in their franchise. Vegas is the exception and not the rule. When you come into this league and you're an expansion team, you should be bad for a little bit. The system is set up against you. And Seattle got into the playoffs, and I think they peaked a little early because there's a lot of parity in the NHL. But they might have... I don't think Ron Francis did a good job at all. He chased, I think, that a little bit too much. He chased Vegas's accomplishments a little bit too much, thinking he could replicate that. And there should have been a more directed not even a build up, because it wasn't a rebuild. It should have been a very concerted effort to build up in acquiring picks and just stinking for a little bit. They should have still been bad at this point, but it should have been bad on purpose and not bad on we're trying to be good right now. And I think everybody would have been okay if they were still bad on purpose right now. So maybe it's about now committing to just collecting the assets and getting good the right way instead of trying to really be good out of the gate.
CJ often talks about the mushy middle. That's the definition of the mushy middle, right? There's the teams that are bad by accident, Toronto. And then there's this.
I think they back themselves into the corner of the mushy middle just unnecessarily. They could have been bad and it would have been okay, but they decided to acquire assets and keep chasing this early on in their franchise when you could have just stunk.
Do you hear the energy in our voices compared to when we were talking about Pittsburgh, Philly?
Yeah, low.
This team is agony.
They're boring. I feel apathy.
If we were just
Columbus West
purely going for entertainment, we should talk about the Seattle Kraken 0 days of the year.
We don't talk about them a lot.
We should talk about them less. They're agony. Please be relevant. I like your jerseys. They're cool. Your goal horn is cool.
Your fans are great.
Please do anything. This is
you're right.
torture.
That's a team that doesn't do anything. I mean, the McMahon trade was one thing.
No, well, and like even buying at the deadline, second and a fourth for McMahon. Oh my God, do something. Holy cow. You're so boring. Good God. Who else do I talk about this way?
Well, the Leafs.
Yeah, but I don't say, oh my God, you're boring. I'm like, you're actively drowning.
Okay,
Please
yeah,
swim.
that's fair. Oh my God, you're boring. Well, Columbus has been that a little bit, but the last couple of years it's changed.
Yeah, Kekalainen was, when he was there, was a little bit of trying to do all the shit and never really able to pull it off.
Boring though?
Boring.
I don't know. Do you have one in mind?
Nope.
Winnipeg feels a
That's
little
why I'm
like
asking.
Seattle this year, but I feel like Winnipeg will bounce back. I mean, they won the
They're always a
President's
good
Trophy.
story.
Yeah.
There's a good story. There's rivalry there. Who hates the Kraken?
Nobody.
For God's sake.
Yeah. The Canucks Kraken should have a rivalry, but they're both bad.
I feel like Joey, I forget his name. You got to do something. You ever meet someone they don't do nothing? They don't do nothing. That's how I feel. They don't date. They don't play checkers. How long do you like those people? You don't. That's how I feel about the Kraken, man. Agony. Joey Diaz.
Jesse,
That was his name.
do you feel the same way?
About the Kraken?
Is it time for them to be relevant?
I think it's just where I was standing with where I just made that point about like they can stink for a while and it would have been okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We'll wrap it up there.
We had a lot of owner talk. Do we have time today to do the Tom Dundon
the Blazers
situation
thing?
with the Blazers?
Yeah, we can do that.
If we have time,
of
at the end.
course.
Sorry, I didn't put this before.
No. Dundon, by the way, bought the Blazers and is doing exactly what Tom Dundon does everywhere he goes.
At a molecular level, I don't understand rich people.
Yeah.
Why do you own multiple sports teams just to be cheap?
He paid over $4 billion.
Well, that's why. He's trying to save money.
Okay, so
If you could save
You
40 or
can't
50 grand,
afford this.
If you could save 40 or 50 grand on a $4 billion purchase. Remember he spent, wasn't it $250 million on a soccer team and the league folded before they ever played a game?
Yeah. Hey, broke ass, you can't afford this.
No, he can afford it.
No, he can't.
doesn't
Jason
want to.
Quick in The Athletic wrote about Tom Dundon's early days as the owner of the Blazers. Like I said, he just closed the deal to become majority owner of the Blazers. I believe it's like 80% funding is done, so then he's officially the owner.
Funding? Broke ass. Broke.
I'll read Adam and Steve excerpts from this article. I'll go down and then you guys just hop in whenever you want. There's some hockey stuff towards the end, which I think is fascinating because obviously he owns the Hurricanes and this all relates. Jason Quick in The Athletic writes, when it comes to everything outside the locker room, the Blazers will be cheap and they will not follow the widely accepted norms of the NBA. By order of new owner Tom Dundon, all members of the Blazers traveling party, with the exception of players and coaches, had to check out of their hotel at 12:30 p.m. in an effort to avoid late checkout fees.
You are agonizingly broke. You're so broke.
The Blazers are the only NBA team in the playoffs who are not traveling their two-way players, a move to save on hotels and food, first reported by the Rose Garden Report.
You're the cheapest man alive.
Also, the team's traveling party of support staff was trimmed. The award-winning team photographer and digital reporter did not travel with the team for its playoff series in San Antonio.
For its playoff series.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Welcome to Dundonville, everybody. I got to tell you, it
sucks so much ass.
It's already a market. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the Netflix doc on the Jailblazers, the one
I haven't watched it.
Bonzi
no.
Wells
I
and
haven't seen
Rasheed
it.
Wallace and stuff. It's really good. This is a market that is a bit odd in terms of sports, right? It's sort of a little out of the way and not often thought about. And Blazers fans are hardcore, but it's a one sport town. They've got the Blazers
And the Winterhawks, how dare you?
Okay,
I know.
But you know, we're talking about like big pro teams.
Actually, I don't know if they have the Winterhawks.
Phil Knight tried to buy these guys forever. The founder of Nike tried to buy them forever. Grew up a Blazers fan, but this blows my mind because you're not making this attractive. Like there's, you know, when I was growing up and I was starting out in radio, there were companies that you wanted to work for, and there was companies that you got your start at. This is before a lot of consolidation.
Portland Winterhawks do still exist.
The companies you got your start at were the companies where you're like, once I'm good and qualified, I'll get the hell out of here.
I'm blowing this popsicle stand.
And it seems like that's what, if you want to work in the NBA, hey, Blazers might be a great way in for you. You're going to make way less money. It's going to be way harder. And then You're gonna. It's like Billy Bean in
Moneyball. What do you mean? What's it?
The only it's that and Rogers versus Rogers.
Yeah,
the only two things.
Who's that Italian with the red hat? Super Mario.
There we go.
He goes from he has this shitty place to play baseball where they have no and then and he's sipping like a mochaccino with the owner of the Red Sox at the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. That is what I think Dundon's going for. He's like, you know what? We just want him young. We want him cheap. And that's how we're going to run this. Now, sounds like he'll spend on players, but we know from in NHL terms that they're brutal with RFAs.
Also, no, he won't. Yeah, and like made Brindamore beg for his coaching staff. And how far apart are Portland and Raleigh?
Could you have the coach quote?
I don't have that one specifically.
Okay, keep going.
Why do you need these two things that are a world apart?
So they have a coach,
other than your ego.
They have a coach that he was told he was going to be the coach, but Tom doesn't want to pay him what he wants to be paid, so they're now lowballing college coaches.
Tiago Splitter took over because Chauncey Billups, who was the coach of the Blazers, was caught in a federal gambling investigation.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
might be in jail very soon. So Splitter's done a great job with the Blazers, and Tom Dundon is actively looking for his replacement with zero respect to the coach that is currently in the playoffs and is not fired.
This guy sucks.
So armed with confidence that his approach works, Dundon sent out an edict to the Blazers managers shortly after he and his investment team took over on March 31st, after 81% of the $4.25 billion sale closed. The directive was, why are we wasting money? Let's think about this prudently, a team source told The Athletic. Essentially, he was saying, let's make things like the traveling party be about who we needed to be there, not it would be nice if they come. If Dundon has learned anything in the first 3 weeks of being an NBA owner, it should be that this isn't the NHL. The NBA is like a high school filled with gossip and rumors.
This is from who?
Jason Quick of The Athletic.
Jason Quick, because Elliot Friedman said that quote literally, this isn't the NHL, from 32 Thoughts. And I was just like, damn, what a damning thing to say about the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
You can be cheap with this pissant little league, but in a real sport?
Because
I don't know.
He's been doing this with the Hurricanes. Well, he did it with the Hurricanes when he got it, but it wasn't huge sports news in the way that ESPN will cover it, where they're covering Tom Dundon doing this to an NBA franchise.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's just different tiers to this thing.
Ah, man. I had a soft spot for the Hurricanes. Like, I want their fans to get over the hump and go to the final. And now I'm like, is the Hurricanes winning anti-worker? Like, that's how cheap this friggin' guy is.
But we do get a part that talks about how this money is supposed to go back into the on-court product. A source said the team ran the numbers and estimated it will save about $1 million in the next year just by having the late checkout. That's $1 million that could go to bettering the player's experience, is their argument.
First of all, I don't believe you. Second of all, that's nothing.
The team source said his heart is in the right place. He is going to build this thing into a winner. I know it. And I know 3 years from now or 5 years from now, people are going to love it. But over the next 12 months, they are going to hate it.
It's going to be painful. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't deny his success rate in the NHL. He's not won any cups, but that team is regularly in the second round and regularly winning divisions.
His heart might be in the right place, but I bet he charges rent.
Stop it.
Unbelievably cheap. Just shocking behavior.
They have two mascots I was reading, and one of them is like a Douglas fir, and then the other is like the Blazer or whatever, and they're cutting the Douglas fir.
Yes, I left out that part, but yeah, they're getting rid of one of their two mascots because they can save money. Who needs two mascots?
What kind of Mr. Burns ass owner fires the mascot to save money?
Too much fun for the children.
Do you know how he made his money?
Hey, Jesse, what are you talking about? He does not have any. Is it a wallet company? Well, how do he make his money?
He was a subprime lender. I don't know if he still is, for auto loans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you're somebody with bad credit,
yeah,
he would
I think It's a window into how he does business.
Absolutely, Jesse. Absolutely.
What a legacy.
Absolutely.
What a legacy.
I could have also said like he runs one of those cash businesses you see on the side of the road with the
yeah. Give you money for your gold. That's very Toronto reference, but he's the jeweler guy.
He's the cash man.
I'm the cash man.
Oliver Jewelers.
Or like get your check early, kind of those. But he doesn't run that. He does.
The first $300 are free, Jesse.
Yeah, no. It's subprime lender, Dry Financial Services, I think originally was.
He's a subprime owner.
But
you're broke. You're broke.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that he was in that business.
You know what I was surprised by? That the Blazers went for less than $5 billion. Like I thought in the NBA, you're easily $5 billion on everybody, but it is a smaller market, tougher place. Like they're going to have to do what Carolina does. They're going to have to build through the draft and keep guys around. And like they are. They're not a big free agent
Nobody's going to want to play there.
Especially
wait till he finds out how much a max contract in the NBA is. He's going to faint. I want footage of that. You know what? Splurge, Tom. Splurge on a few pillows to follow you around. You are going to fucking faint when you find out what NBA players make.
The late.
I'm so sick of people like this. Can we just evolve past them? Holy fuck. What an exhausting experience to live amongst
you don't work for
people like Tom Dundon.
Hey, you don't work them anymore.
Thank God.
You don't work for that anymore.
Thank God.
You're good. This is PTSD coming out. I know that.
Yes, it is.
But it's all right. Hey, the war's over. The war's over.
No, it's not. I cheer for the Leafs. And Rogers decided.
Do you want to know what they said on an earnings call this morning, Rogers?
What?
That's my last story.
Oh, does it blend into this one nicely?
It does. The Rogers intends to buy the last 25% of the of Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. Here's the thing. Everybody's been saying this for years. They're going to combine it with the Blue Jays, and they expect that company to be worth, are you ready? Upwards of $25 billion. And they're saying we're going to provide crazy fan experiences, blah, blah. Staffy already said this on the calls. I'm like, oh, you mean you're going to charge through the nose? Like, if you think you're used to not going to Leaf games now because of the pricing, get ready. It's coming. It's coming. It's a rich man's sport.
Do we want to wrap the show, or do we want to go another 20 minutes?
No, let's wrap the show.
Just to note on Tom Dundon's subprime loan business, the company has been sued by several attorney generals in several states for predatory lending practices, and he settled all of those lawsuits in around 2020. So this
is on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah.
Do you know?
No, don't. Just wrap the show, Jesse. Press the button.
From the deepest depths of my soul. Holy fuck.
At least the Portland Trailblazers are keeping the mammoth as they got a mammoth mascot or a Sasquatch, but not Douglas Fir.
Next year, get ready for the Portland Trail.
His name is Douglas Fir. They're cutting him.
Oh, no.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.